want this life. You've got to want it all the way to your bones.
You started off with that one.
Yeah, I should, right? I'm gonna change it up a little bit next time. But I was looking at those two Hulkbusters and I was like, God, could you imagine? Like I just keep looking back every time. But yeah, man, Queen Studios did crazy this weekend. It's just creepy. It's creepy. So, how's your Tuesday going for everyone?
Slow week.
Slow
All right.
week. Cold and colder over here, so yeah. Starting to feel in my bones, man.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Yeah. Starting to get the matte attire on right now, the hoodie and the beanie. So
Shoot, man, I wear this year round, man. I was even in DR with it on.
Really? Oh, that's funny. Uh-oh.
I know, right?
John, man, how's it going, man?
It's going good. How you doing, man? It's like you said, it's been cold and rainy the last few days over here. And damn, the week's going by slow. Only Tuesday. Feels like it's Thursday.
Yeah, man, it definitely feels like it's Friday for me.
Like, damn. But yeah, that Hulkbuster's insane.
Yeah. This is the guy that's probably gonna get it right here, right, Aiden? Right on time. That's cool. Well, Jarhead, man, you're joining us from the Hotel de Trump, or
I wish it was that fancy.
yeah. How's your day going?
Good so far. Just doing a little traveling for work. Figured I'd hop on with you guys.
How's like the week treating you? Like not going to a Comic-Con, you know? Like are you like
You mean not getting a steak? Is that what you mean?
Oh man,
I got you, man.
I'm just messing with you.
but he'll still take the steak if he can.
That's cool. Rashid, man, you got the lighting on point. You got like you're gonna be a YouTuber pretty soon, aren't you?
I was looking ghetto compared to everybody else. So I said, let me get my little light on. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny, man. How's it up in New York? Is it colder yet, or is it still normal still?
I mean, it's cool to me. I mean, it's all right to me. This type of weather we used to and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So it got a little chilly and stuff like that, but I'm still not turning on the heat, you know.
That's statue
That's
money.
the best.
Yeah.
That's statue money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was telling her about like turning on the heat, you know, the heater. She was like, it's cold as crap here. And I was like, you gotta watch this episode. Did you watch the episode last night?
Go to Target, get a room heater. You be good.
Yeah, you'll be all right. And a sweater.
You all right. No?
There's a thing called a sweater and a blanket.
Yeah.
Live it up.
Yeah.
That's funny. How about you, Pudgy? I'm sure you're warm down there.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful now. It's drive with the windows down, the AC off weather. It's beautiful.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, this is the time.
Wind blowing through your hair. It's beautiful.
Oh, well, yeah, I drive with my arm out the window, so I get the hairs over here to chill out a little bit. If I put on my guinea tea, you know, I'll
Oh man. But how's your day been? How was your weekend?
Good. Too short, like always. Always. I wasted Monday night watching the Denver Broncos suck football, the life out of football. I needed 7 points to win my fantasy game. I need seven points, which is like, you know, the guy could basically catch the ball twice and fall. No. So yeah, I'm very anti-Broncos at this moment. Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear, man.
Yes. It's welcome to my world.
And Matt, how about you, man? You're wearing the Yankees right now, like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a Yankee guy for the ALS, and then I like the Nats for the National League. And my Ravens, man, they fell to the Giants. I don't know what happened. I was coaching softball, so I missed that game. And I heard Tucker missed. I heard Justin Tucker missed one. I mean, that's a historical feat in itself right there. So I don't know. I gotta rewatch the game or see what happened on that game, but I don't know. But my Yankees made it through. They're gonna go down and play Houston. So see what happens.
Nice. Eddie, man, I feel like it's been like 10 years since I've like had you on the show. So like, you like grew the opposite instead of grow.
Man.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh my bad. It's been forever.
Wow.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
Hasn't even been 24 hours.
Jeez. Yeah. Seriously.
Well, never mind.
Next.
Yeah. Nah, Eddie, good to have you, man.
Good to be here, dude.
I saw Thor post up a video the other day, and you know he's all about the Jets. You know, like I love how he starts out the video. He's like, "Let me tell you something."
This is decades worth of pent up frustration we got. So I feel him very much.
So I wanted to do a quick shout out to the DCX crew, including Rashid. Like we missed you guys. Like every Friday, I remember telling Thor, like, "Hey man, like, are you guys gonna do Fridays?" He's like, "Don't you got better things to do on Friday?" And I was like, "No, no, man." From 9 to 11, that's what I'm stuck on the TV watching you guys. So
Yeah, shout out to Thor because he's the one that put a lot of people on, man, including me. So shout out to Thor.
yeah, same here. Yep. Thor, Rodney, all those guys.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm going to bring this one up to you because you wanted, well, this is Brenton's question of the week from last week. You wanted to talk about this one. He mentioned critical of statues regarding female anatomy. Did you want to go over it really quick?
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Well, yeah, it's not really. You know, it's funny. I was listening. I saw his question of the week, and for some reason, I wasn't able to make. It was on my phone, I guess, maybe, and I didn't make comments. I wanted to, but for some reason, I couldn't get to the button for some reason, which is weird because I've been able to do it before. But, yeah, you know, that's one of the questions that he's had. He says, "Are we too critical of statues and their anatomy, particularly when it comes to females?" And you know, I saw some of the comments that some guys were making, and some of them made, you know, obviously when it comes to the particular, like when they're with their chest or their breast, you know, that can get out of hand. But when you look at the statues and look at some of the characters that we you know are fans of, where do we draw the line between, you know, being a sex object versus the character itself? Like I remember I said one time, you know, I like Red Sonja, and I like to see Red Sonja in pants just fighting instead of her, you know, who really fights in a thong? I mean, think about it. I mean, I don't know any female character that goes out and starts fighting in a bikini.
An attacked stripper.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, she looks cool with an axe and everything, but the reality of it is, you know, I like Red Sonja because she's just a straight up badass. You know what I mean? Not because she's half naked or she's butt naked. And a lot of times when we look at some of these statues, you know, where do we draw the line at? What are we looking at? You know, and I realize the target audience, you know, this isn't going to make me popular with a lot of people, but our target audiences are mostly young males, right? But you know, how far do we go with objectifying some of these figures? And I challenge anybody to, you know, make some comments about that. You know, what kind of message are we sending to young ladies?
Challenge accepted.
You know, young ladies that are out there who want to get into the game, but yet they feel kind of intimidated because they're being objectified. And we make a lot of comments to that. You know what I mean? So
I think sexuality really, to me, doesn't really have a lot to do with that. I don't see it as objectifying. I see it as with the males as well. We're just as critical with male statues. We'll pick apart the anatomy, where the lats tie in and where the delts tie in, and we think this guy's legs are too big.
Yeah, but muscle groups are
not
different
look at a statue's
boobs.
package.
It's anatomy. It's anatomy.
What about thongs?
And in all forms of art, you seek usually to portray the ultimate in an anatomical subject, whether it's a male or a woman. Michelangelo's David. There's no statue of a guy who looks like me. with a belly and a bald head. You know what I mean? People in art picture and try to capture what's ultimate in strength. For males, it's strength. For women, it's more beauty and curves. But it's not. I don't see it as objectifying. I mean, they say that now to girls. They say that we set unrealistic goals by portraying women who are voluptuous or who are, in our eyes, sexual. Well, I grew up looking at Arnold, Sly. I don't look like them. I didn't get fucked up in the head because I didn't end up looking like them. It was a goal to try and maintain, to try to attain, try to aim towards. And I think right now a lot of people are, boo-hoo about a lot of stuff they don't need to be.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm not damaged because I grew up looking at Sly, and before that, my father used to look at Steve Reeves, who played Hercules.
Yeah, but it was a
All these
different
guys.
time.
What's different?
That's
People
bullshit.
people looked to goals either to attain for themselves or to admire. When I go to a bodybuilding show, when I see all these dudes, I admire the work they put in, the fact that shit, I wish I could look a tent like that. You know what kind of dedication that is.
Yeah,
Is it unattainable for most? Yeah, that's what makes them special.
yeah. But that's for you. That's you personally. When speaking about the masses, that's where the issue comes.
That's personal.
Are you saying I'm special?
No, that's personal.
you're
too.
one
I'm
of
different than the masses?
Hold on
Wow.
a second. Eddie, park it.
Nah,
Park
because
it.
you're already wrong. You're already wrong.
Well, I'm
you're
wrong.
saying his thought is personal, but their thought isn't.
No. Well,
No, they can
if I
get
could
over
finish,
it the same way he likes it.
Okay.
Nah,
We'll let him finish. We'll let him finish. Are you done? All I'm saying is where I see this, where I saw it in the community, this happened. I'll give it as an example. Was when XM put the black and white photos of the Jean Grey. The comments that I read in that post
That's immaturity. Yeah,
was
agreed.
unacceptable.
Agreed. Immaturity.
Absolutely unacceptable. So clearly there's a level of there's a whether it's a certain amount of people, whether it's a certain group or whatever it is, with immaturity. But what do you do? Does the
That's what happens
suffer?
when everybody. That's what happens when everybody has a cell phone and a free Facebook.
Do
account.
not read the comments.
Yeah, but Eddie, you don't read the comments, but a teenage girl may read the comments. Someone else may read the comments.
Move on, social
It's tough.
media. Move on.
But that's like saying don't watch Thor: Love and Thunder, and you went to watch it.
And I shouldn't have.
The problem I had with that. The problem I had with that was that Jean Grey, like the XM design, is accurate to the comics. She never had huge boobs. She never did. So
She had. You could tell there were boobs.
yeah, but of course
You can't
But-
tell.
But to me, I'm looking at that Jean Grey, and I can tell there's boobs there. But the way her arms are, the way her arms are stretched, the boobs are naturally going to move just like your own. They're going to stretch.
Right. And my argument about that statue was not that they're not big enough. It was that it was sculpted more like a man's chest than it was a woman's chest. The muscle. She does have the armor on, but still like. The art still doesn't show it like that. If you look at the art, you will noticeably see breasts. You will not see flat chest. You will see breasts. And they aren't huge, you're right. And they will be different, but they will noticeably be breasts. On that statue, it is a man's chest. They don't need to be huge like an anime statue, or huge like an anime in general, but they need to noticeably be breasts. This is a statue based off of a comic that they drew breasts on. This is not a realistic woman statue. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is based off something. Like, that's why I don't like the realistic argument.
Matt, like, did you find one comment or did you see something in particular, like, or in particular?
Look, I see boobies. Look, Dark Phoenix, boobs.
No, it was
time
more
ago.
it was more in general. I mean, you see a lot of provocative poses and a lot of provocative things done with the females and the female anatomies than you do with the men. I mean, I can understand what Pudgy's saying about, well, they draw the guys at the muscles. Joseph said something. You know, he said comics were marketed to appeal to boys and young men. It's easy to guess what happened to that demographic. You know,
Remember that
so
Thanos statue with him on all fours? Somebody
Yeah.
somebody commissioned that shit. Right? You know what I mean? The fact is you have a predominantly male audience.
no,
So,
right, and I know
like-
that. So
Right.
and I know
If
and
women-
sex sells. And sex sells.
And if
So-
women were predominantly buying it, you'd see we have scantily clad men. You know, we have, just like you mentioned, Red Sonja, we have Conan, equally scantily clad. The only difference may be, like especially in the custom world, you see the poses overtly sexual,
Right.
and you don't see that with the males because I guess there's not a gay or a female audience that would appreciate it. So it's marketing.
Yeah.
But as far as objectifying the bodies, I think it's just you always want to see the human form in its ultimate, whether it's male or female. That's why we don't have pudgy looking superheroes. You know,
It's funny because like the one I'm thinking about right now on the male side is Magneto. Everyone never questions like his
he's
this
got
guy-
mental powers.
Yeah.
If you and me had mental powers, I'd never get up to mood to get the remote. I'd just have it come to me. And yet this guy's all buff.
Jacked up, yeah.
The guy who doesn't have to lift a finger somehow does a lot of lifting.
Do you get mad when a statue has a big package? I know Walton does. Do you go around saying, "Oh shit, they're sexualizing me as a male. How dare you to exploit my giant penis?"
First time I opened up Hush Superman, okay, and my wife was like, this is the first time she also was going to see a 1/3 statue. Unbox Superman, take off he was covered like in like a
How come?
Brian puts it in
How
a
come-
velvet. And the first thing she said is, "Man, Soup's got a package on."
How come there isn't a bunch of like? How come there isn't rioting for men with small penises? Like, these women are like, I don't want to have huge breasts. Hold on, Rashid. I saw the face. Just bear with me. Bear with me, dog.
Because no man wants to lead that
Bear
battle
with me, dog.
and say,
How come
representing the small
women
penises
all
of
of
the
a sudden?
world.
How come women are out here? Oh no, I'm flat chested and that's not okay because men want big boobs, bruh. You run around with a small dick. There ain't shit you could do. You ain't gonna go get a boob job or anything.
Eddie,
like,
you know what will change your perspective?
if I have a daughter. Oh no.
No, I
You
got
don't
two.
have a daughter? Oh my god, my perspective would change. How would you know? You don't have a daughter.
Oh.
No, Eddie. No, but
Don't tell me.
I have.
Okay.
Just I'll
Yeah.
stay quiet.
That's you know where that comment comes from? Losing an argument. That's where that comment
Losing
comes
an
from.
argument. There's no argument to lose. It's a discussion.
Alright.
Why is it an argument? You're always on social media saying you don't want to argue, and you're calling it an argument.
Where
It's a
on social
He
discussion.
saves it
media
for
am I-
here.
Where no wait. Where on social media do I say I don't want to argue?
Don't you want to be? Isn't it
Where?
a positive?
In
Don't you want to have
chats? In private chats?
a? No. Don't you want to have a
I don't
positive
go out
attitude?
in social media and say shit.
Don't you want to have a positive attitude? It's not an argument. This is just a discussion.
I'm having
it's
a
topic.
completely positive attitude. If you have a problem with anything on social media, get the fuck off of social media for your own health. From someone with mental health issues. If I have a problem, I don't fucking read it. I don't go around saying, please don't comment this.
The world doesn't revolve around you.
It's showing respect to the community.
that's-
What are you
that's
what are
what
you
I'm-
talking
no,
about?
no, no.
What are you
It's
talking
a
about?
different conversation.
I'm a
guys.
respectful
That's a different
person.
conversation.
I'm
Anyways,
respectful.
yeah, that's no. Let's. I'm just gonna. I said my part with the topic.
Buck.
Thank you, Matt.
How's it going, Buck?
So I saw the question, and just to bounce off a little off what Eddie said, guys don't complain that Superman has like sick abs and he's got like massive chest. That's not possible. Look at that Hush. Can you get that without steroids?
Right.
Even if you had steroids, how hard would you have to work?
Right.
Made his
Like,
penis smaller.
And and he doesn't even have a
Canseco
small
says it's
package.
just the balls that get smaller, not the
Oh,
penis.
man, and that's when it's he's a
But that was
grower.
Jose Canseco.
but you gotta understand, it's just like different attitudes between, I think, men and women in society probably just lead to, you know, I think mostly as guys, we just see this stuff and it's like aspirational, or
Mhm.
and like and even if
Yes.
like you think, oh damn, I can never be that, you don't think that like you have you don't think that in some way the companies have to cater to your sensibilities or something. It's just what it is, and then if you don't like, and generally guys just go, well, that's it. I'm not ripped like that, dude. Too bad for me.
I think there is, not to get all armchair psychological and everything, but there is a distinction between men and women in the sense of, do you remember? I don't know if you were in the chat. There's a meme where it says a guy who's showing off something that he likes on the internet. And there's a picture of like a statue. Okay, picture of the statue. Woman showing off the same statue on the internet. It's her posing next to the statue like this. Am I looking at the statue? Am I looking at you? And that's not a critique of anybody. That's just the fact that men and women are wired differently. They seek different kind of admiration, different kind of recognition, and that's just what they do.
Yeah, but let me say something. Like, we're men are we visual and physical when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to women. Women are more mental, so it's never going to change. We look at what we like and stuff like that. That doesn't mean, I don't feel like that means that anything bad. You know what I'm saying? It's
No.
just it becomes bad when you saying I'm not accepting this person not looking like this or whatever.
Right.
So that's why everything is drawn the way it is. Comic book, like you said, every superhero like Superman, muscular and everything else. Nobody complains about that because you got women out here that all they want to date is a man that has a six pack. We don't talk about that, but there's women out there that's like, if you don't look like this, I want, what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, but see,
Yes.
And most of
Yes.
the people, how many of us work a lot of jobs and we don't get to work out? You know what I'm saying? So we don't put women under those circumstances to say, yo, well, I don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't look like Michael Jai White, but you don't. Just because I look a little flabby, you won't date me. Just because I'm slinky, you won't date me. But it becomes wrong when we say, okay, you ain't got no big ass breasts like Dolly Parton had, or Lisa
Right.
from
So-
Coke Jam. Pudge, you remember Lisa from Coke Jam?
No, absolutely.
Everybody knew Lisa. Before Selma Hayek, Lisa was the one that had those things. It was Dolly
Mhm.
Parton and Lisa. And
well,
and you got a lot of women. Hold on, you got a lot of women from especially my job. The first thing they do, no disrespect, but they go right to DR, pay thousands of dollars to get their body
and get this stuff done.
And what do they do after they get their body done? Where do they go?
Yes.
Instagram. Why?
Yes.
Because
Show it off.
that's where the supermarket is for all of you.
yeah, but let's go back to the crux of the question. Are we
Very
critical about the female anatomy? And
No,
why
I don't think- I don't think we are.
Listen to the crux of the question. Are we, just like you said, are her boobs big enough? Or do we like the statue because of the artistic value? Or are we looking at it? Which head are we looking at? Are we judging the statue on? And that's the question. Are you looking at it from a sexualist perspective, or are you looking at it from an artistic?
Yeah,
How come I can
Does
critically?
the butt? But see, hold on, wait a second. I haven't seen
I'm trying to
you.
answer.
I really haven't. I haven't seen anybody say the muscles on Superman aren't right. But I have seen guys say the boobs on this statue aren't right.
Really?
Or the
You
butt- or
haven't
the
seen
butt-
me
or the
and
butt-
I've
Buzz
seen
say
somebody
that the
say-
anatomy is off on Superman?
I seen
No, no.
somebody
What the-
somebody
wait,
sitting
wait,
underneath
wait,
you talk about
hold on.
Iron Man's back
Hold on.
last week.
Hold
What are we
on.
talking
Wait a
about?
minute.
Rob
me finish.
Liefeld has been criticized for his
Hold on.
born a Captain America. His anatomy has been off. People have shown
Yes.
visual and saying this is way off. They
Yes.
made fun of Rob Liefeld, put his chest all the way out here, and they said, "What is this?" So you're wrong. And these statues.
I haven't seen.
I think what's
wait
it
a minute,
called?
wait a minute, wait,
That's
wait,
kind of
Buck,
a
Buck,
different
Buck,
argument to what
Buck,
Matt is
Buck.
saying.
Exactly.
I think.
Thank you, Buck.
Because
Buck is looking
that
at-
implies that the anatomy is wrong, but
Right.
this This is
It's
talking
sexual.
about a preference. It's sexual, like
This
you
is
want
talking
to.
about sexual preferences. That's what I'm talking
Yo,
about.
the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, you guys.
There's a difference with the distinction. There's a difference with the distinction.
We'll come back to this one another
The
day.
chest. Look, there's muscle tissue under the breasts that can make them bigger or smaller, dude. So I am critiquing the shape of the muscle the same way I would a chest on a male anatomy. What's wrong with that?
Matt, do you remember? Let's go back to an old
we can
piece.
talk
This is
offline
a
about that,
piece.
and I can tell you some facts about that one.
There's
Well,
a piece.
Pudgy.
Matt.
Well,
Matt, go ahead.
we'll
Go
come
ahead.
back. We'll come back. I think this
Go
is
ahead.
gonna go off. Like we're already on a tangent right now. Like, and I think feelings are trying to like get involved. So.
No.
But I don't know what.
Take a
to
look at the chat, Matt.
Like Brenton, I'm sorry. This was Brenton's question of the week too. So if you guys can,
Damn it,
or you guys
Brenton.
could, yeah, go to Brenton's question of the week and comment there because like obviously a lot of people feel like that question, but I don't know how to transition to this too. But like let's transition it to Queen Studios.
Oh,
Queen
now you're really gonna
Studios-
see it.
Yeah. So Queen Studios had like I was thinking about it today. Like they had a reveal of only 3 or 4 statues, and they, for me, I don't want to say like broke the internet, but broke like everyone was talking about Queen. There was like no. Prime One came out with this like variant of the Knight. What's his name? It was
Nightwing.
Nightwing, yeah. Like that went under the rug, but it's all about Queen right now. The Hulkbuster, like stuff about that. What did you guys think of the whole Queen Studios like reveal? Was it like above your expectations? Did you guys like? Are you guys gonna order any of them, or is it like what you guys wanted at New York Comic Con, or?
I mean, for me, I was there that night that they I wasn't there, but I was online when they revealed it. I'm not a movie statue. I mean, I like the Captain America, but I think, like I said, I think the price is a little over the top for the type of stuff. I don't think it's worth it. But maybe for others it is, But I wasn't really impressed because we saw some of the stuff already anyway. But like the Joker, the Arthur, what was it? Arthur Flack?
Arthur Fleck, yep.
Yeah, the way he was dancing. I mean, it was okay. I just was impressed with the Captain America bust with the shield and everything else. But other than that, I don't know. I wasn't really excited for that. Maybe other people are who are into movie statues and stuff like that.
But you gotta admit, like it was better than New York Comic Con, right? Like we didn't get nothing at New York Comic Con, but like this was.
Well, anything would be better in New York Comic Con.
Anything's better than nothing.
If let's factor in XM, Infinity, whatever, everything. That's I mean, you might as well add on Sideshow because Sideshow had their virtual thing too. None of us went to a Comic Con where we actually saw Queen Studios was right there.
Yeah.
So.
How about you, Jarhead? Did you like anything that they announced?
There was one thing that I saw that I'm interested to see actual pictures of, and that's that Hulk.
Really?
Yeah, because it wasn't the pictures aren't very detailed, and you're really small. I want to see more of that Hulk. I think
the green, red, or gray.
I mean, I want to see them all, but I was leaning more towards the red actually.
Ah, okay. Like the biggest complaint I've seen for that one is like no one knows what the little smoke effects are around.
It looks like he's coming out of rubble. Like there was like coming out of the ground. Looked like to me, because there's rocks. You can see rocks and whatnot like on his back, and it's falling off him. So that to me just tells me that he's coming out of the ground or something got thrown at him or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's interesting. It sucks though, right? They didn't reveal it. They just showed like someone took a picture of
it. and the thing is, I have a Queen Studios Hulk already, and they did an amazing job with him. It's like so detailed and it looks great. So that's why I'm really interested to see this version or what they did to this Hulk. So
I do love how like all three of them have different portraits. Like one has the Kirby, one has like a Rage one, and then
yeah.
the red one. But yeah, that was cool. How about you, John? Like even including in art, like the figures, like which one stood out to you the most?
Yeah, I think Queen did an amazing job. On in art side, I think the Joker looks stunning. We were all on the fence, waiting to see what that was going to turn out. A lot of people doubted the company and doubted the fact that it was going to be good, and I think they knocked it out of the park. Statue-wise, I said it before, I was going to keep saying it. That quarter scale Batman, Nightmare Batman, damn, that looks phenomenal. Looks like it was ripped right out of the screen, the detail throughout the statue. I think they did a phenomenal job.
It's crazy, yeah.
Even the Affleck, the third scale
Joker?
Phoenix. I can appreciate that piece artistically. Like if you've watched the movie, you remember that scene. I just feel like it pulls you into that scene, and I don't know, that movie really played with emotion. So I kind of see looking at that statue kind of the same thing that I got when I was watching the movie. So I appreciate that big time as well.
And it's like one of one, like that pose that they have,
Yeah.
like they it tells you right there that they're testing the waters with that one. So that's cool.
I really feel like that's kind of their kind of trying to step into the J&D world with that one.
Is it silicone?
It is. It's
Oh
silicone.
crap! I don't know. Okay.
From what I heard, it's silicone, the portrait.
Nice. Matt, were you able to see the Queen Studio stuff by chance? No, not
I
yet.
wasn't. No.
No. Well, I got some pictures. I'll go through them really quick, but it's pretty cool, man. It was like two booths. One booth for like figures, another booth for statues. I mean, they released a bunch of busts, which we already seen, but they were all together, so that was really cool. Pudgy, how about you?
I didn't really get to see much. I saw a little bit in chat among friends because, like a sticker of a famous collecting weekly person, does anybody work? So I work, so I didn't get to see it. But I did see pictures of the Hulk, the 3 versions of the Hulk, which kind of look cool. With a pleasant surprise for a quarter scale Hulk. I did see the Nightmare Batman, which looked nice. And I saw pictures of this full scale Hulkbuster. That's not a Photoshop. That's a real deal.
It's real deal, yeah.
That's real deal. Did they announce a price for that?
Not yet, but they did announce like that it's coming out. There's no edition size or anything like that, but it's
Second mortgage rates are kind of high, so I think I'm out of the market.
people are saying 50K, but
Oh my god.
I don't even think Mr. X is gonna get that thing. To be honest, probably the only one that could, but still, like a art statue collector as well. But I don't know who wants that. Who wants to deal with the forklift? Moving that thing around.
Yeah.
You have to be able to get into it for that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, how about you, man?
It was okay. The Batman was cool. I don't think. I mean, it was a lot of movie stuff, so I don't know if you could say like it was great because half the people in the community don't even want movie stuff. So, I don't think it was better than Prime One Showcase or.
Oh no.
They didn't even show more than Sideshow shows sometimes. I mean, they did more than Sideshow showed last time, but it was okay to me,
Yeah, it was definitely smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it was definitely more than I got, like I said, at New York Comic Con, or than I got to see or hear at Sideshow Con. So I was like, this statue company is doing more, I guess, or did more for me at least. So like you're a movie guy, you're not gonna get that Batman. I would think you would have got that Batman.
No, it's quarter scale, so it won't fit in with my 1/3 Batman stuff, and It's from a different era. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do Snyderverse stuff because a lot of my Batman will be from the 90s and 89 movie. So I still haven't decided on that. But I do agree. I think it looks good. I think the Superman looks good too. Yeah.
Awesome. Buck, man, how about you?
Hey, got, let's see, 2 words? Let's Jedi's.
What?
Hey, it's because you guys don't watch the JND videos. That's why you don't get the reference. I'm
Oh
putting
my
you on
God.
right now, guys. I'm putting you on. Hey,
I watch it on mute.
me and Queen Studios, we're not friends, man. There's beef here, dog. I'm a JND boy to the day I die.
Oh, here we go.
Talk to me nice.
Buck.
Well, like jokes aside,
That was
it
good.
was a bit like I was sort of excited on the day of, but when I started seeing what they're showing, it's just not stuff that appeals to me. Like I'm an outspoken hater of the Snyderverse, and then it's the in art stuff, and the pictures they showed. What they showed again? They showed the Hulk
Hulk. Yep.
and then a bunch of Iron Man stuff that like I just like I've seen enough of that. But I know there's people that want that, so I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. Definitely not. So yeah. As far as the Hulk, that's probably the only thing I could be interested in because of comic Hulk. But I didn't like the one I was most likely. I was just maybe a little bit like kind of nice is the gray one. I like the portrait.
Yeah, the gray one definitely was cool.
Yeah, but otherwise, nothing in it was really for me. So.
Hey. You know what's funny? Like no one's talking about the bus, like that Superman bus with that silicone like little Krypton baby.
Oh yeah.
The Loki, the Doctor Strange. That's I don't know what audience that's for. Like that's like a small group, I think.
I think it's also because those weren't like necessarily new reveals. They'd shown it was that event they did at the beginning of the year where they showed the Superman bust already. Then we'd seen the Doctor Strange already. It's already up for PO. And even I don't know what other bust was there, but I think basically we did reveal that before we'd seen images, at least. But then the big things that were like new, I would say was literally I think it was just the stuff they showed in the presentation, some of that stuff, and then the on display was like the 2 Snyderverse pieces, so Nightmare Batman and Henry Cavill, which I think they showed a picture of the Henry Cavill portrait alone before, but I gotta say the likeness is impeccable. Yeah,
You know what? You know what I heard? Like this is like reading a bunch of comments and like statue forum. Something that hurts this Queen Studios release was a lot of statues that arrived at the location arrived damaged, so they couldn't reveal a ton of stuff. I never even thought about that. Like they're shipping it all the way from China. I think it's China. I think that's where they're based from. But they shipped it, and supposedly like the new one of their figures got damaged when they got there. It was supposed to be like a reveal there, but it was they didn't want to show it.
Yeah, it got damaged. I think another thing of that is they probably needed more time because I think that kind of stuff happens all the time for cons as well. When companies come to cons, they get like pieces damaged even before they get there, but they still show them anyway. They do like quick fixes. They might glue a piece on, and like you can literally see that it's glued on, unless it's like really badly damaged. But otherwise, even if it's just damaged a little, they'll show it. It's like now when you see a bunch of companies just showing you like the resin print that's been spray painted gray.
Well, I don't know. This is like Queen Steel. Like it was cool to see like everybody there. Mr. X was there. The sick one was there. Like all the guys were like all joined up, and I was like, it was cool. But like, I guess I wanted to ask this to you guys too. Like, what do you think would have made it better? Like Jarhead, like I saw you at Comic-Con. Like, what would have made like that Queen Studios thing a lot better than what it was?
I didn't see any videos really of them showing anything really. I just saw some Facebook posts.
That's all
That's
I
what
saw too.
all I saw was Facebook posts. So like I like when like the Prime One stuff when they go in depth with the statue and they do the nice lighting and they show it and um, like a showcase. Like I like that kind of you know thing where Prime One does basically.
Did they have anything on their website? I haven't checked, so I don't know.
I
What if
haven't
they had
seen it.
something on their website, like a video of the convention, of
they
them
had
showing stuff?
they had a
I
nice
don't know.
video of like the Batfleck. They just posted up with a bunch of nice pictures, but that's all I've seen so far. I don't know if you
Was
guys
it
seen anything different.
was it from Vegas or was it just
It looked like it
a
was
promo?
it was just a promo to me. It looks like.
Right. So, like, if they had done something, posted up live shots from the convention, that would have been cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
To
yeah.
answer your question.
Yeah, I thought that would have made it better. Just like Jarhead was saying, like a little Prime One showcase, like after. Yeah.
Maybe even like a professional photographer or something to just take pictures and then upload that. Because a lot of the stuff we're seeing is like varying quality in terms of the images
Yeah,
and
cell
videos.
phone.
Yeah.
Where's Brenton going?
He's running after causing chaos in discussion.
his his Eagles won, so he's probably still partying. Those birds party all week now. So
Yeah, he's trying to go get into a fight.
freaking Eagles fans.
Yep.
So I mean, we talked about this one like for a little bit, but what are your thoughts on repaints? Like Prime One did that whole night, whatever, in red. Do you guys think this Nightwing? Yeah.
Nightwing.
Like, do you guys think like Sideshow does it too, like every spectacular? But do you guys think they should do it like the same date that like, the statue's released, or do you guys like it like a year after or 6 months after? What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's all about expectations, consumer expectations. I think for statues, we generally just don't expect it to happen. And if we knew it was an inevitability, we'd be more accepting of the fact when it came. Because then you're like, it's kind of like you're already expecting it to happen when you make the initial purchase, even if they don't happen at the same time. For instance, if you were like someone who collected designer toys, you would be so used to the fact that they're gonna re-release the same sculpt over and over in different colorways. They give you the black and gold, all red, all black, camo print, and a bunch of all different. Like just keep on repainting the same thing over and over, and like it's a given that that's going to happen. You see now, even when they do the Batman stuff now, people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait for the black version." It's just like a
that's a
foregone
perfect example.
conclusion. You're expecting it to happen, right? And people aren't mad about those, but when they bring out like the Nightwing, it's repainted. I can't remember. They've done a bunch of other repaints with the 10th anniversary stuff, and so when they do that, like people don't expect it to happen. And it's just like the companies need to set that consumer expectation because I just want to know before I make the purchase
Yeah.
that okay, this is what it is, and I can make my informed decision from then. And that would be nice. And so a good way to make sure that we are making that informed choice is for them to actually say so, even though they don't release it at the same time, they could just say there's going to be a variant at the same time. Just let us know. Or like in the case of Batman now, some people expect it to happen, but that's not even a given on all the Batman statues they do. It's just like something we expect for Hush for the most part. And so generally speaking, I'd say it's just a matter of before you buy the thing, do you expect them to make a repaint? And if you do, when it does come out, you probably won't mind much.
Yeah. Rashid, how about you, man? Like you've been in the statue game forever. Like, you seen any? Have you had any issues with any repaints or variants? Like Batgirl had like a variant. Like it came out as in like her traditional outfit, and then she came out in a different variant color.
Yeah, they did that with the Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah, the statue.
Green. Yeah, and they can't. But it was a while before they came out with that. It was I forgot what statue it was. I was waiting for. Still waiting for them. I think they're going to change it. Damn, it's on the tip of my head. But yeah, sometimes it gets annoying. With what they did, like they did with the Psylocke. They did that variant and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes it's good. I don't know. You know, I don't know.
I like how XM does it. They give you the option right up front. Say,
Right.
okay, you got
Hmm.
these two variants of the same statue. Which one do you want?
Hmm.
Sometimes people could perceive the way Sideshow does it as a money grab. Oh, they've got another costume coming out, so let's repaint this statue that we've already done.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think if they do it at the same time, I prefer it that way.
Yeah, like Archangel, they did both colorways. They did the X Force version and then they did the traditional one. Like
Oh, it's a storm. I'm thinking that they're going to come out with a black version of. You know what I'm saying? I think down the line they're going to come out with a black version.
That-
Sideshow.
XM.
The sideshow one.
Oh.
The sideshow one. I think they're going to come out with a black version of it like that. I would love for XM to come out with that storm and go for 4,000 in a black version. I take it. I know that's not happening. So
Wasn't there talk about that though? There was some rumors going around that XM was working on a black costume variant.
people will go crazy. They'd be
Yeah.
pissed off. They'd be like, "This statue going for 4,000, and you do this." People be talking about they're gonna protest XM and all that. So,
I can see that. How about you, Pudgy? Like, you got Superman Hush behind you. They got the black version too. So
Yeah, it doesn't bother me on a personal level. If I see a version of a character and that speaks to me, I get it. Um, I don't think the companies will ever tell us up front their plans, or it's very rare that they're going to come out and give you those kind of choices because they're just about moving new product, whether it's action figures or or where you come out with a chase variant. There's only one that comes out in said many boxes that will be a different uniform or a different thing. They do it with sports figures. You're waiting for Tom Brady in the white jersey, then finally they release him in the blue jersey. It's a long standing marketing trick because they'll put it out there, the fans will buy it, and then if they come out with a highly sought after variant, either the fans will buy that one too, or they'll sell the one they got to buy the new one, which the company win-win because you bought both of them. The secondary market, they could care less. They're about moving new product. So that's just the way it is. I think it's always going to be like that. It's the way it has been.
Eddie, how about you, man? Like, do you how do you feel about repaints? I don't know if you should call them repaints or variants. I guess variants would be it.
Yeah, repaints.
Thank you.
Variants. I don't know. I don't know that argument, but I don't have issues with them at all. Like, if a character, like a video game character, has a lot of different suit variants, comic characters have different suit variants. Someone's always gonna want the variant. So, and I think a repaint's better than a reissue. So, at least it's somewhat different. And yeah, I don't know. It doesn't bug me at all, really. Like, for instance, well, I guess it's different, but with the Batman, the Keaton one that I'm getting, or not Keaton,
Kilmer?
from
Val Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Mhm.
He has the sonar suit coming after I ordered the black suit. I was kind of annoyed because I don't remember seeing the sonar suit when they did the showcase, but I guess they did show them both. So I ordered the black suit, and then when the sonar suit came out, I was like, I probably would have only got that one if I would have known, or if I would have remembered, but I ended up getting both, and I'll keep both anyway. But yeah, I was annoyed then, but it's still the fact that there are repaints, it doesn't piss me off or anything. It's fine to me.
Cool. And John, how about you, man?
I'm with Jarhead. I think that if the company's going to put a repaint, if you want to do a repaint, sure, but I think it should be offered upon release, or at least say, hey, we have the intention of doing the repaint. Because if I buy Nightwing, let's give this Nightwing for example, if I buy the original Nightwing, but I really adore that red suit, well, now it's coming out now, but I spent the money on the original. So I think if the company has open communication, and again, the company can change their mind down the line and say, you know what, maybe we can do a variant. But I think it would be really good if they thought it through and kind of planned ahead and said, yeah, this is our goal, especially with the video game characters, because we know there's more suits. To say, hey, yeah, we plan on doing the red, the white, and the black suit.
And you know what you just reminded me of? Like, how about like Hulk? For you, Hulk's your like the old school OG Hulk. They made like a gray version, then they made a green version.
Yeah.
What if you got the green version and then they released the gray version a little bit after? Would you be pissed or?
With Hulks, I always find it difficult, and the reason for that is it's not that it's a different character. It's the same shit. Steve. It's the same shit. You can't beat around the bush. It's the same shit. I was gonna say it's kind of like like if you look at Red Hulk, right? Red Hulk would be a completely different character than Green Hulk, no?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So in that case,
Facially as well.
in that case, you're okay, right? Because you're getting a rendition of a completely different character.
No, it's not okay.
Well, and to you, it's not okay. But anyways, for me, I think it's whatever. It's still a little shady, but I would like to say, hey, we're doing the Green Hulk. We have plans to possibly do a gray and red down the line. Just keeping the open communication. Whatever. That's me.
No, I'm sorry. I just said it because it's still the same sculpt. That's what I meant.
The sculpt's not the same though. They've got a different facial.
Yeah. Like
I
I forget
overall,
his
it's the
name.
same. You know?
Body's
Comes
the
to
same.
Red Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah. And then base is the same, and then they just new head, different.
Buck,
paint.
as an anime guy, I would think you'd be okay because like essentially
Oh,
Goku
so
and Vegeta are the same person just with different hair.
no, like how do I put it? It's like no, it's not even correct. I mean, they're different heights. Imagine if they
I know,
did Goku. You know, that's a false.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of memes where they put Goku's hair on Vegeta.
Yeah.
And they do all that.
I know. I know you
Krillin.
know. It's just I was just saying it for the rest because they actually thought it was a valid point. And so, if you take it's like if it's the same sculpt, the same body, and then it's like I don't want to get the same statue and minor adjustments, and then to sell it as a new product, right? And in that regard, it's not a matter of whether like I'm butthurt or anything. I just think, in terms of the principle, I think it's wrong. The level at which I'm offended, I'm just like, there they go again, doing something scummy. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll still buy the products I like. You know, it's not that deep for me. I think it's wrong, but it's not something I'm going to start like raging about.
You always think that there is malintent behind a repaint?
It's not
'cause you
that
say
it's
scummy. So like, what about the argument that in order the repaints fund more innovative things? What about that argument?
the ends do not justify the means. If you want to, basically, you have to let us know it's going to happen beforehand. If you find out later on, oh man, we could use this now to fund out, too bad. Don't do it. That's
Look,
what I think. That would be the
look.
moral thing to do, in my opinion. But
Look,
then
I want to
it'll-
give you a moral question. If you could time travel and I could send you back in time, would you kill an infant if you knew it was baby Hitler?
no.
Oh,
You would let Hitler live and kill 12 million
you
people
piece of shit.
because you piece of.
Go on, how dare you?
I guess what you should ask me Instead of saying would I do it, because you should ask me.
You could save the lives of 12 million people if you
Wait,
strangled that little freaking.
wait. The question you should ask me
I
isn't
think
whether I'll do it or not. You should ask me, do I think it's right? I don't think it's right. I would kill him.
I think
I think that's
The next
a
time-
better way to phrase that.
the next
I don't
time
think it's right to kill
I
a baby
pick
that
that
has
kid up by his ankles and swing him like a baseball bat.
Jesus.
You kidding me?
Oh, yeah,
It's
wait,
Hitler. It's Hitler.
No, it's
Why?
And then the DeLorean breaks down and you get hung.
That's it. I'm stuck in 1920 Germany. I'm screwed.
But yeah, I think you should have used baby Thanos instead. Maybe that was
Right?
so you know,
I think the fact that people looking at a baby, you know, I think, oh, I could take this baby and actually change him, then kill him. I could change
It
him,
doesn't
take
work.
him. I'll take him to Africa and make him be raised by Africans, and he'll be changed.
You gotta read a Cosmic Ghost Rider. It doesn't work.
Cosmic Ghost Rider tried that one.
I can-
Yeah, he made it worse.
what they
Oh,
call that? Like when some things are just fate, they're inevitable. It will happen regardless of what you try. To
You know,
some fixed
what I think,
points in time, fixed events.
Steve, what I think would be a good topic for one of your shows is why is the collecting community so hung up on morality? Like, why is yeah, look at John's face. Why is everything such a big moral complex only in the collecting community? Everything's like, you have to be so amazing and so like there has to be great intent behind everything and everything has to be perfect when that's not the way the world is. Like,
You gotta crack
why
eggs
do-
to you gotta crack
why do we
eggs to
live
make
in
an omelet. So
dreamland in this
you make a bunch
community,
of-
but everywhere else we're completely aware to the way life is. Like,
I don't know, Eddie.
That's
That's
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
an
I think
argument for some
'cause we're-
very
'cause we're
nasty
trying to,
places
like-
in the world to just.
Yeah.
Because outside of this community, we have enough bullshit to deal with. We got enough
No,
bullshit.
not
to
even
deal
just that. You know,
Telling me
the
no.
community sets its own standards.
but
for
you're
morality.
creating more bullshit in your own community
No.
to fight for something that doesn't matter that you came here for. You know what I mean?
But it does matter, you know.
It
Like
may not matter
everywhere
to you.
Right.
Everywhere you go, you set your like a group of people. Any community will set its own standards, and they will hold themselves accountable to that standard.
And
The
when
less like when you start saying why does it even matter to have this standard, this moral standard, then
Yeah.
you know you might as well not have any morals at all.
It's like,
Yeah,
why do I
and
need to wake
I
up to go to
agree.
work tomorrow?
Look,
I'm gonna die anyways.
Yo, Eddie, that's like somebody
oh,
saying.
because you want to die with a roof over your head.
That's like somebody saying I scammed about majority of you guys.
No, I didn't say that though.
No,
I didn't say that. We should be respectful.
No, I'm just saying like that's kind of like what I'm just going with what
No.
Buck is saying.
But
that-
I agree with what I see what you guys are saying, and I see what John said when I say it may not matter to me. I don't know the correct terms or whatever, but like when you're talking about the state of the world and politics and hunger and global warming and all that stuff matters, because that involves people's lives, that involves financial situations, that matters. Statues don't matter. Your community, this, in comparison to those
7.
things, they don't matter.
No, but some people wake up with morals and principles. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, even if it's a statue community, you can't. Sometimes you can't necessarily say that because there's gonna be some times where somebody's gonna come in this community where everybody's carrying on.
So why does everybody need to be that guy?
No, hold on. Nobody.
Why does the community need to be that guy?
No. It's not about somebody being that guy. But at the same time, you got to have some type of quorum in a forum. I mean, it's just like saying if I scam some of you guys and then
But that's
everybody's
different
saying that,
morality.
and then you give
That's
me
not.
no.
That's
Hold
not
on.
what I'm arguing though.
That's-
I disagree with scammers.
I think there's different levels. I think there's
Yeah,
different
that's-
levels.
Eddie's trying to say that like in terms of scale, right?
Yeah,
The
it's different- there's different
things
scales.
we argue about not being right is like they just in the grand scheme of things they don't have a large enough effect on people or the world, you know. But it's just to say it's the same reason why, like, you know, I say you shouldn't go up to random people on the street and tell them "fuck you, you're a piece of shit." You know,
No.
no one's gonna.
I gotta
die
change
from
my
that.
ways then.
No one's gonna die from that. I'm just like,
Well,
there's no,
but
like,
that's
it's
But
wrong.
in that
Wrong to go up to someone and just say that.
but in that scenario, if that dude on the street comes up to me and says, "I have a problem with you," then I will say, "Fuck you." Whatever. But this XM or Sideshow or Prime One, when they put out a repaint, they're not saying "fuck you, Buck."
They're saying, here it is if you want.
Here they're saying, "Here's this product, buy it or not," and you take it as if they're saying "fuck you, Buck."
Well, no. See, that's a different argument now, because the first thing you said was, why do we care about morals? Now you're talking about when they give us a product and we don't like it. That was the
brought
example
up this scenario.
No, I did not. You made an equivocation from the thing I said,
saying it's scummy.
and you said you made it seem like it's similar to that, right? I'm just talking about the reason for having standards in a society or in any kind of community or group.
Standards and morals are different. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm arguing the wrong thing. But a moral, like a company having a moral, like needing to have moral values.
Screw morals. We got to make cash.
Their moral value is not getting on Facebook. For instance, there's a Sideshow. Let me tell you. When people, real quick, let me get this thought out before I lose it. When people shit on Sideshow, the company having moral values is them not getting back on that feed and saying, "Fuck you guys." That's their moral values. Why do they need to have a moral value about a repaint or about the product they're putting out? Maybe that's what I'm talking about then. Different levels. Because I'm not saying they should just be disrespectful.
There's something called business ethics.
Well, it's right, and it's also called intent.
So that is equivalent to morals.
Right. It's the intent. What's the intent of what you're doing? And I think
how do you know their intent? Though?
I like
this goes back to the base of the argument.
Their intent is to
the
make
base
money.
of the argument is Buck saying that the repaint is malintent against a collector, which their intent might not be malintent.
I think that's a misunderstanding of my point. That's why when I told you
said scummy.
Chill.
You said repaints are scummy, so how is that a misconception of your point?
I said it's scummy because they choose to take the action of the repaint. The scenario you brought up is if in the future they realize, we want to do it now, or like this can fund something else. I'm saying it doesn't matter if they decide that in the future that this could actually be good for our company, right? It doesn't matter because the choice to do the repaint is wrong. It's immoral because you shouldn't. If you want to do the repaint, you need to inform at the same time, and that is the moral standard that I've established there. If you want to do something like that, you need to let us know beforehand. So that is the standard. When you try to equivocate it to other stuff, right? You start to mess things up because not all moral standards are the same. It's like when I said the thing about "fuck you," and then you try to make it an equivalent to something that society's not saying that to us when we complain. That wasn't even the point of that example. That example was a response to you asking why do we need any morals at all, and saying that this is a small scale thing. And so I gave you a small scale example in society where I
didn't say we didn't need any morals at all. I didn't say why do we need any morals at all.
I guess
was not my argument ever.
Let me rephrase then. You meant that some things are so small that we shouldn't be bothered by it. Am I wrong or correct?
That what you're meant? Correct in thinking that I believe that this is a hobby and that we shouldn't take it as serious as other outside of the hobby. That's what my point is.
And then I'm saying that people set certain standards so that they can maintain a certain quality within the community. And then if we don't set the standards, it means these companies.
Who sets those standards though?
As a community, we come together. We fight.
We don't come together as a community. We never have, ever.
What? Right
it doesn't. See, when I say
never, not once, come together as a community.
Eddie, when I say we come together as a community, I don't mean that we come into a room and have a meeting. I mean we all like there's like kind of like something happening in the background where we all have this standard,
Walton.
where the majority of people have a standard. It's not something where like we come together like. Oh man, we're getting into like a larger
So
conversation.
you guys want to see a cool clip?
Because
real
it's
quick?
all preference at the end of the day, right? Like your standard is repaints are scummy. My standard is I see why
You know what's
repaints are
happening
a
right
thing
now?
that they
We're
should
getting
offer.
into moral relativity. I don't want to do that now because we're gonna talk forever.
I'm
and
gonna-
we should
Yeah,
do
that
that
could-
backstage.
I'll show
We're
you.
getting
a cool
into
clip
moral
real quick.
relativity.
Look,
Nah, man.
No, that is a fun
essentially,
conversation, but
it's
later
but
we'll
talking
have it
forever
backstage.
is essentially what we do as streamers. If you watch
I'm
10
not-
videos back,
I'm
we were
not
probably
saying I'm
talking
no,
about this
see.
for 10 videos.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not
We need
saying,
to
I'm
go
not
to a
saying- I'm
bar.
not
This
saying-
would
I'm
be
not saying
a
it's
good bar conversation.
Exactly right. I'm not saying it's a pointless conversation.
Get some
I'm saying
appetizers. This would be
This is
good.
probably not the best place to have
I
the
don't wanna leave.
conversation. It's like we'll
You
talk
have
forever.
a good
If we did it-
conversation,
If we did
though.
it here, we'll talk for too long, and there's other
In
things.
10
to
years, we're going to be having this
There's
conversation.
John.
I
Stewart.
appreciate
It's
the deep
morality.
dive.
Like society still having conversation about.
We
morality.
need the
I'm not talking
Matilda,
about the
the Matilda
morality
clip.
thing anymore.
I'm right, you're wrong. I'm
yeah.
big, you're small. There's nothing you can do.
Hey, Matt. Matt,
Hey,
you ready?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This one's good. This one's good. Just give you guys a heads up.
Something else we're gonna fight over now. Here we go.
I don't know. My guys might like
Oh.
it. All right. So we've got two characters again. I think are kind of equally matched up in their own right. They both do similar things. They've both done similar things, and we'll see what goes on here.
All right, I'm gonna show the first one off real quick.
All
Here we go.
All right,
Oh,
Sarah Connor.
This is gonna be good.
All right, we know who Sarah Connor is. She is the matriarch of John Connor. When the machines come to life and they realize that mankind is a threat to itself, so therefore they must exterminate mankind. However, they have a resistance in John Connor, so the AI says, "What do? We should go back and kill his mother, so he is never born." So how do we stop that? So what do we do there?
kill Hitler's baby.
I don't appreciate that photo. That's very revealing.
Oh, if we killed Hitler's baby, this never would have happened.
Right. Or kill Hitler's mother.
There you go.
Jesus,
Oh,
man.
then we go one step further. There we go.
Oh, that's what the premise is about, right? That's what Terminator was about, right? You kill his mother.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
He's never born,
Similar,
right?
similar,
All right.
similar vein.
Wait,
So
we gotta press pause really quick. Keeza says, "Is it crazy? I haven't seen the first Terminator."
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's
Really?
crazy. That's crazy, Keith.
Unsubscribe.
Go
unsubscribe.
watch. Yeah, go watch it now. Don't watch us. Go watch it.
The effects aren't
Man.
like as good, but it's still cool.
Man,
That's a
movies in
Snyder
Texas.
lover if I've ever seen one.
Dang. Go ahead. They have movies in Texas, right?
They have movies in Texas.
Yeah,
yes, they do.
Keith, no excuses, buddy.
I haven't seen
Terminator
the
on a
first
horse.
Terminator either.
Eddie, what did you say?
I haven't seen the first Terminator either.
Oh, Eddie's kidding.
What?
Oh no,
You're kidding.
Come on.
You're kidding,
No, I'm
right?
not. I'm
you
not
kidding?
kidding.
Are you
I only
serious?
Seen T2 and up.
Wow.
Oh, man.
1 and 2 are the best.
That's going to be a prerequisite for Friday. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do this,
All right.
man. Look, everyone's saying
boo
it.
this man. Boo this man. Come on, man.
You gotta
All right.
watch it, Eddie.
So she started out as a nobody, but yet she becomes a master of arms. She becomes very well equipped with weapons and fighting skills. So her skill becomes really good, and she holds her own not only against man but against machine. All right, she is going up against
Yeah.
Ellen Ripley. Okay, so much like Sarah Connor, she started out early as a consultant on the alien vessel, right? She started out as a consultant, but yet she was forced into circumstances beyond her control to where she had to become a survivalist and learn how to fight. She had to adapt to the situation. And then she became, after she came back on her first, after she survived her first alien trip and she killed the alien in Alien 1, she became a,
Spoilers.
what was she? She became a major, right? Or something. She became a colonel, not a colonel, but a I don't
Something
know.
in
Yeah,
the Space
she
Marines.
she had a military rank because she became trained. So when she went back to the colonized planet where all the aliens were, she did have actually. Well, she went as a consultant then too, but she eventually became trained with weapons as well. So both of them were thrown. They started out as nobody. Sarah Connor was a waitress, and Ellen Ripley was a scientist. There she is as a consultant and on an expedition, and they both adapted and became ultimate fighters, I guess, in their own right. Ellen Ripley fought aliens, and she became a master with weapons as well. Sarah Connor fought man and machine. So I have these two going at it, and which one of these two do you guys like better if they were to go toe to toe?
How old is Sarah Connor, or what movie? Like which?
You look at the character. We're looking at the character from start to end. I guess they were both relatively the same age when they started. And they through the time they ended up being the same age as well.
Okay, so
I mean, I don't know what you mean by how old are they, but
So, no, just
Like, at
because
what
like
point-
our capabilities are changing as things progress in the story. She's much more capable in at least the last Terminator movie when she's older than when she was younger. I think, right?
Well, so was Ripley.
Yeah, they're very much parallel.
I think his question was, at what time period are they fighting each other?
He's saying, yeah, like if I guess that's up to you to judge it. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking
Judge it
character
at the
versus
early
character.
period, later period. But
I would say
I
at the
picked-
prime, I guess.
I picked a picture of the guy when the guy licked Sarah Connor's face and the
Yeah.
alien was in the other face. I mean, it's just they're both,
Yeah.
they both had
They
to
both
deal
had-
with
They both
psychological.
had to deal with. They both had to deal with drool.
Yeah.
Well, we got some guys saying
also-
Sarah, Linda, Sarah.
I'll say this: both movies, T2, T1, and Aliens, were directed by James Cameron. But he
Yes, they
chose
were.
one of these two women to bed down and marry,
What?
and that was Linda Hamilton. I will choose what Mr. Cameron chose as well.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
his
but
wife.
that's a
Yeah, well,
That
you
was a
choose
poor
because of the.
choice.
I'm talking about character. I'm talking about
married her-
character. I'm not talking about actress.
Well, I'm talking about same thing as well. Same thing as far as the actresses, their portrayal. They're both very parallel because both portrayals are done by the same director. So it's both women in the same, like you outlined. The circumstances are almost identical.
Yeah, but give me a reason why you'd pick Sarah Connor over Ellen Ripley, besides because James Cameron married her. I mean,
Other than that, I'd say basically with Linda Hamilton in her portrayal, I always think of her. I always think of her in T2.
We're talking about Sarah Connor, not Linda.
Yeah,
Hamilton.
well, I'm talking
Sarah
about
Connor.
Linda Hamilton's portrayal in T2. It was a very much more physical portrayal. She did a lot of fighting, a lot of arms training, a lot of hand-to-hand stuff. While my memories, I didn't see all the Aliens. I saw Aliens 1, 2, and I don't know if I saw the one after that, but the two that I saw her in particular, yeah, she rose to the occasion. It was very suspenseful, but she didn't actually physically interact with an alien. I mean, she was in the power lifter thing. So just on a raw physical thing, like if you're saying if these two were going to go head to head, I've seen what Linda Hamilton does with her character in head to head. So I'd say that one.
All right.
Jarhead, what do you think?
So I would like to go with Sarah Connor, but I'm gonna go with Lieutenant First Class Ripley.
Thank you. There was Lieutenant First Class Ripley. Thank you.
Yep. And because later on in the movies she gained powers from having a xenomorph in her. Which enhanced her strength, her agility,
Really?
everything.
Didn't that turn out to be a clone of her or no?
Yeah, it was a clone of her, but it's still her. It's still the same.
No, but I don't think you should count a clone. It should be.
You remember when I asked Matt about like all this kind of stuff? He said it doesn't matter. It's just a character. So I think it counts.
Nah, that's not.
The movie treats it as Ripley.
It has to be the original against the original. Man. No clone.
These are the caveats that should have happened at the beginning.
No clone.
Richie, I didn't even hear you talking when Pudgy chose based on the actress. Not even had nothing to do with the character.
They didn't get to me yet,
and Matt accepted that.
I went past that.
I just want to clear it up. We can't do clone. No clones. The original against the original. No clones, man. Come on, man.
There was never any stipulations about clones.
Right.
Therefore,
you're bothered by the clones, but you're not bothered.
Matt, there was a loophole, Matt. You didn't know about the clone loophole?
Come on, we can't do power. Come on, that's a superhero against somebody who has power.
Well, it's part of the movie. It's part of the movie.
Luke says it's like a recast.
Damn.
Come on, man.
It's a recast.
You can't use a clone that was born with the alien venom in her that gave her strength against Sarah. Come on, you can't do that. I want Ripley, human Ripley against human Sarah Connor.
We're talking about the character and the storyline.
No clones with powers. No.
Oh my God.
So how about?
All right, Joe. So
I like the actress that played the clone, and the clone was strong. That's as good as Pudgy's argument, and Rashid didn't talk then.
Come on, man. No clones, man.
I'm talking. Okay, let's get back to character and character abilities. How about that?
Because Matt didn't go into that depth.
Exactly, man.
Ripley in his breakdown, he pointed out all their similarities, and that was it. I didn't see the other movies.
I'm just going to buy the story and all the movies all together. That's what I'm going off of.
Mm-hmm.
And she was part of that story.
But I did say she becomes trained and she becomes a lieutenant, or was it lieutenant first class?
Yeah, but I work with lieutenants. They're not impressive.
That's who I'm going with. That's why I'm going with it. So
that's okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's fine.
Joe, did you go? Sorry.
No, I was going to say is like my familiarity with both characters is one actually was in physical combat. While Ripley, although it was a great movie, she spends most of her time running, retreating, keeping the beast at bay, and getting into the power loader. Now, if the premise is if these two people met, like John Wick versus Punisher or something like that, who's your money on? My money's on the fighter, not the runner. That's my argument.
Depends on the scenario, Pudgy.
But if it's a clone that has alien xenomorph blood, that kind of puts a different light on the subject.
So you got Sarah Connor.
I do, yes.
That's funny. Rashid, how about you, man?
All right.
I don't know. I remember her running in Terminator 1.
All right. I'm not including no clone, okay? I'm going with Alien 1 and 2 against Terminator 1 and 2. Now, depending on the situation, like Pudgy said, depending on the situation, if they're going on a gunfight, and I'm gonna break it down who I'm going with. If they're going with a gunfight, of course it would be Sarah Connor. But if they going on, we put them on a ring and let them brawl it out, I'm going with Ripley.
Oof.
I'm going with Ripley. So, I call it. I don't know. I think I call it an even. I think
No. You did this before. We're not doing no ties here, man.
All right, but since we broke it down, when it comes to straight warrior, guns, boom, 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 I guess I got to go with Sarah Connor too, because she has more training for years. Where Ripley, what's the guy that showed her how to use that gun the first time? What was his name? Hicks.
Reese.
Right.
Hicks. Yeah,
Reese. Hicks was
same guy.
Hicks was
but he was also in Terminator.
Right.
That's Reese. he trained her only that one time, just for that one gun. Where Sarah Connor knows guns for years and years. So I guess I go with Sarah Connor.
Yeah, but he trained Sarah Connor one time too, then died.
No, but like I said though, even after he died, Ripley only knew how to do that one gun. Sarah Connor, even though he only trained her once, she took upon herself to train herself now.
But the Jarhead's argument, she became a lieutenant first class.
Exactly. I was getting because like when I asked Matt what stage in their like lives, Matt said the whole character.
Don't get me wrong, no disrespect Jarhead, but how did she become a second class? Because I mean, did she kick some ass and shit to get there? I mean, like, come on.
She scored high on the ASVAB.
Did she sleep her way to the top?
What's up, J Rob? Eddie, I know you haven't seen. Have you seen both of these movies, or?
Yeah, I've seen Aliens 1 and 2.
And not Terminator though, right? But you know,
I haven't seen Terminator 1. I've seen 2 though.
Okay.
I like Ripley more as a character. Like Sarah Connor used to kind of get on my nerves a little bit.
She was well. It drove her mental. She was in the mental ward for a while.
I know she used to get on my nerves. But I think she'd win. I think based on everything I feel like she's trained more than Ripley. I feel like Ripley she was just thrown in with a gun and had to survive against aliens, you know? Yeah. I don't know. You have no idea, no knowledge or no background of what Ripley's done, but Sarah Connor, like, she has done all of these things. She works out. Like, her body looks physically more...
Thank you, Jason. Yes, he hit it.
More ready than Ripley. Yeah, but smarter, like... whatever. I don't want to get in another argument.
Are we solving equations or are we kicking ass? Which is...
Yeah, exactly. Like...
No, but, I mean...
You go in against a fight against fucking... Mike Tyson, you tell me you're smarter than him and see who wins.
Mike Tyson.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
It's ridiculous.
You can look at Batman, Superman. Look at Batman, Superman.
Hold on, now this is a complete. I can't do this. I can't do this. I get you arguments today. That's my limit.
Eddie is the best.
Well, my point is, wit. Just because wit can outthink muscle a lot of times. So you have,
Yeah, but
you got to take that into consideration.
Batman's also very physically capable, more than any human. You know what I mean? I don't know how physically capable Ripley is.
She's going against Sarah Connor. I think that.
Look at Sarah Connor's arms. Look at her chest. Are we not supposed to look at it?
Dude, we're not supposed to look at that. Look at a powerlifter. Look at a powerlifter versus a bodybuilder. A powerlifter is much stronger than a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
but they don't look. But they look completely different.
You don't know that some bodybuilders are really strong, though. That's a very blanket statement, sir.
All
right. You got Sarah Connor, though. You said, right, or did you say Ripley?
If I went off of Pudgy's argument of who to marry, I'm saying Ripley. If I go off of fighting, I'm saying Sarah Connor.
I said both arguments. I qualified it as well. Just so happens the one that kicks ass is also the one I go with.
How about you, Buck?
Since we're all doing like arbitrary reasons and shit, I'm gonna say the person with the space gun wins.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
That was a good point, though. I was thinking like Ripley's in the future. That's got to give her an advantage on like, weaponry
technology
and yeah.
She also gains powers later, so I mean,
there we go.
Oh, and also, Batman winning Superman is not possible. Just want to say.
All right, Matt. Who do you got?
It's not possible.
So I don't know. Like I said, and Pudgy said it. These characters are pretty parallel. I hear everybody's argument about how Muscle, the aggressor will overtake the runner, and she's going to be more going after it. However, I think there's something should be said to. There's more than one tool in the toolbox. With Sarah Connor, I see just a hammer. With Ripley, I see a toolbox, and I think the wit of Whitley will be able to beat Sarah at her own game, use her strength against her. And I think that Ripley would probably be able to have the better adaptability to make the adaptation necessary to win. Whereas I think Sarah Connor is just going to go for one shot, and she's going to keep going at the same thing. Okay. She's going to keep driving, hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer. Whereas I think Ripley will be more evasive and dodge. And
I have a question for you. When you like, I understand everything you just explained, but when you talk about like she's an outsmarter and so on and outthinker, what is the scenario that you see them meeting in? Is this like something akin to being in a ring?
No.
Is this Is this like being dropped in the jungle and they're going to hunt each other and one's outsmart the other?
No, nothing. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Could be whoever. I'm just saying there is no really scenario. I'm just thinking who has the more adaptability of being a survivalist, and I think Ripley would have that over Sarah Connor. I think Sarah Connor just turns it into being a warrior as opposed to a survivalist. And I think there's a difference there. And I think Ripley would use that against a warrior, use their strengths against them. Just like, you could take Bruce Lee up against, a bigger dude, and he'll use his strengths against them and turn the fight around. And I think Ripley would be able to do that. Whereas I don't think Sarah Connor would think like that. Sarah Connor would be thinking, I got to smash you. Whereas Ripley would be, I've got to beat you, and I got to figure out a way to beat you. That's my take on it. But, there's no right or wrong answer. And I can see either one of them winning.
I feel like you're judging my answer, Matt.
Matt, it sounded like there's no right or wrong. It sounded like it was a wrong.
There's no right or wrong.
Yeah, it did sound like that.
When Rashid answered,
well, no, it's you put up your argument of who you think would win, but yet you back it up by saying why, and that's what everybody did, which is part of it. That's why it's called matchups. And it's just for entertainment too. So.
I loved it, man. It was great.
Wait a minute, Steve. You didn't give. Who did you pick, Steve?
So I was gonna say, like, for me, the situation, or like if they were to meet up, it'd be at their prime. Like wherever they're at, I feel like Sarah Connor would destroy her, just because she has so much more experience, and then like Ripley is just gonna use. I mean, like, it's like what was the other one? Punisher versus what was the other one last week?
John Wick.
Punisher. Yeah. Oh. They literally straight up, gun to gun. Connor's gonna kill her. So, but yeah, I didn't want to get into an argument, so I just kept it simple.
Wait, who won? I guess I wasn't on last week. Who won that one?
Punisher versus Wick.
No, that wasn't last week. That was
a while ago.
I was gonna say I don't remember that one.
It's 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Gotta watch the episode.
You gotta go watch the episode.
I didn't know I missed
after
it.
you watch the first.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Pudgy, we don't do that here. Okay. But let's get into some pictures, man. Ease the tension a little bit with some.
Right on, Jason. Right on.
Oh, look at the knockers on that one. No, never mind. Knockers are good tension easers. Come on.
So I don't know if you guys could tell, but this guy added a Riddler to this diorama, or this.
And a Two-Face, right?
And a Two-Face.
I thought Two-Face was a part of that.
Yeah, he was part of it.
No, was it?
Yeah, he was always part of it.
Two-Face was part of it.
Okay. Are you sure?
But yeah. So the cool part, I thought like he molded it and everything, but this guy actually got it from another piece. I think it was a custom, and he added it to it.
Is he selling extra pieces to people?
Not that I know of. I just know he.
No, I'm saying because I'm sure people would like to add the Riddler to that piece.
Yeah, it goes well, right? Like it actually does go well. And I think he created this extra part to it too. So, or I could be wrong. Yeah, I thought it was really, really, really cool.
Which one do you guys prefer, the smoke or the color version?
Smoke is better painted.
I like the colored.
I like the smoke. The smoke is like gives that effect of Batman's center of attention right there.
I don't like any of the colored ones, so all of them I would prefer the smoke.
Yeah, I think the color one should have been better, but you can't go wrong with the smoke version. I just wish Mr. Freeze would come with the dome, even,
Oh
even,
yeah.
even with the smoke version, you know.
Hmm. I don't know why or how they could leave Riddler out of this, but they already have like 50 other characters, so it's cool. And freaking Mr. Books. This looks badass, man. Mark's Carnage. I love the art that he has behind it too. Venom and everything. Is this Sideshow? Do you guys happen to know?
No, I think that's gray matter. That's from gray matter art.
Wow, looks cool.
But he framed it himself.
Wow. Mark, thanks for sharing, man. This looks awesome. We won't talk about this guy because he almost created World War III. No, I'm kidding. Brenton's question of the week is every Sunday. It's good. It's how would I say it? Have you guys you guys seen his videos, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's cool, man. Brenton's a good guy, and also like his question of the week is always, related to what we're talking about the whole week. So it's a good guy.
I think he's a fucking prick.
Oh, jeez.
I agree.
I was waiting for something.
He drops a bomb on that and then says, "Oh, I can't
Then
stream to that,
leaves.
guys."
The guy who comes in the room, farts, and leaves.
Brenton. Oh, so I posted like a little post on our group page, and this is an old setup I had. It's not even old. It's probably like 4 months ago. But like, yeah, yeah, especially in today's, yeah. But like, it's cool. I got a lot of feedback on this, and people's old setups really surprised me.
This is your setup?
This was my old setup, yeah, 4 months ago.
Some of these, they're not in the collection no more, right?
Correct. Yeah, like all of this. Yeah, most of them are gone except for 2 of them. But, yeah. This one comes from Mr. Popo. Like,
See that? On one hand, doesn't have much taste, but then on the other hand, it's like exquisite taste.
same guy, Mr. Popo.
Man, Snyderverse almost canceling out the Dragon Ball. Almost.
The Iron Man too, right?
Are those half scale or 1/3?
Half scale.
Half scale.
You're huge.
Even that Joker?
Yeah. I just
I
think
don't
his
know.
base is not as tall, but he should be half scale.
Yo, Buck, is your collection? You have a big collection of Dragon Ball Z statues?
It's always growing. Right now, I have.
Would you freeze or something?
Nice. He's
Count-
loading.
count-
He's loading.
Yeah.
He's loading.
Yeah, man.
I tried.
Buffering.
At the moment, I have 4 Dragon Ball statues. Yes.
I tried watching that cartoon, man. I just couldn't do it.
Cartoon.
Oh,
Hey,
you better be careful.
Hey,
No.
Rashid. It's called age, but it's called maturity. That's all.
Oh my god.
No, yo, man, I could watch Vampire Hunter D Part 2.
Okay, that's good.
A real animated movie. You know,
That is a good one. I'm not gonna tell you it's not good. It's good. Well, hey man, if we're talking about age, man,
I mean,
I don't
Ninja-
believe in fairy tales.
Ninja
I
Scroll.
don't think Batman can be Superman.
Give me Ninja Scroll.
Oh man,
Ninja Scroll is good as well.
everybody.
It's all good.
Same guy, Mr. Popo.
Damn.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see the Thanos on Throne in She-Hulk?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I did.
No.
I did
Where? Which one?
in the MCU.
They have the
Office.
I
Well,
felt
I haven't finished all of them. So
Oh,
is it
sorry.
all of them? Yeah. It's in one of the later episodes,
The
right?
end. It's the ending episode.
Okay.
My bad.
Oh, man, he's got a Nintendo Switch.
Mr. Popo is going crazy. This is funny because this is an old setup he says, and he cleans it up. Like Luke said, he just sold his house, so new setup's gonna come soon.
You see that? That's another Dragon Ball piece. Oh shit, I miscounted. I have 5 Dragon Ball statues.
This is our XM guy, Anthony. Old school sideshow pieces.
That Gambit is still hot, man.
I've never seen that storm before.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a custom.
Is that sideshow? Maybe it's custom.
It's custom.
That Gambit is a Gambit custom or is it Gambit sideshow?
No.
Gambit is sideshow.
That's definitely sideshow. Yeah, I've never seen this one, but you guys keep saying it's custom.
I think there's one that's similar to that. There's a Gambit. There's a custom Gambit, but I think he's walking, holding the staff down, right?
Yeah, Ethan
Is it
has
like
that one.
Purple Smoke.
There's a new one sculpted
I think
by
so.
what's his face, Eric Sosa. That's kind of similar, but
Then Mr. Popo again, like his last setup.
I'm just gonna say took out a lot of Transformers. I don't see them anymore, but I see Dragon Ball is still there, man, staying strong. I'm just saying.
I do like that Broly statue though.
Yeah, I got it. That's one. I got that one too.
I do like that one.
Man, Mickey Mouse was jumping off the chart.
You got like a bunch of Pikachu statues too. That's anime. I'm just saying. The fact the anime to other ratio is pretty. It's a lot in favor of anime.
Demon Slayer. I
Well,
think.
it's obvious he's a collector that gets what he likes to get, no matter what genre it's in.
I wouldn't call Pikachu anime. I mean,
He's got One Piece. He's got One Piece.
I mean, it came from Japan, and then we just dubbed English over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some bus. I thought this one was cool.
Yeah, it's got a lot of variety.
Nice.
And then guess who this is? You guys know him.
Terry.
Terry, man.
Really?
Yeah.
it's Terry? Oh wow.
This is Terry before the lights came in.
Yeah,
Look at this
got a
stuff
lot of
before,
these,
this
though.
stuff beforehand.
A bunch of these.
Oh,
he
and
still
Halo.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Does he
Halos.
still have all his stuff?
Yeah.
Most of it. He has
A
the
bunch of
turtles. I
stuff.
know that. The Predator.
This is so weird, but like I actually know where he keeps the Halo stuff in his room. He has like a console underneath his TV, and that's where he keeps it.
Yeah, man. Our boy Eddie. I remember this when you were on DCX a couple of times. Like you always had this in the background. It was cool.
Bunny Man.
Yep. All the comic stuff.
That Iron Fist that's a good piece right there.
Come on, Eddie. Where's the bleach?
This was before I started watching Bleach, actually.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
I haven't
you
been
s-
watching Bleach for very long.
Did you sell all these?
Man,
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
All of those.
Dang.
I had to sell them all to move.
Yeah.
I had to move like abruptly. I wasn't expecting it, so I had to sell.
And what are you watching here, Eddie?
Big Dub. It's he's a YouTuber, but he does mostly 112 scale stuff and
Oh,
like a
okay.
lot of vlogs and stuff. He's a cool dude. If none of you guys, if you like vlog stuff, I would check him out. He's cool.
Will you get
And
that?
he's the, you know how I was doing those Dub Life or the Dub Fitness or whatever I was doing? That he's the one who was like sponsoring that event. He's doing like giveaways for fitness challenges and stuff.
Would you get
Nice.
would you get that Iron Fist back or the Daredevil back?
No, I decided to not do comic stuff after that. Cause like I didn't read comics,
Gotcha.
but I liked all the comic pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I was mostly movies and stuff. So now that I sold everything, I was like,
That's
might as well
understandable.
get
So
into
you're not
movies.
in the comic books period. You just movies.
I read them now. Like I'm going now
Yes.
that Marvel sucks and DC's like pretty much the same. Hopefully Black Adam changes it, but now I read stuff. Like I've read all of
Thor.
Jason Aaron's God of Thunder stuff now, like the omnibus, and I'm reading Venom, like where Venom gets introduced, like those old I don't know what the time period is. I picked up a Venom Epic collection, the first book.
They
so
just
I'm
came,
reading
they
that
just
right
came out
now.
with that Cosmic Ghost Rider omnibus that I want to pick up.
Yeah, I gotta get that too. I have that one already, but I've read that whole series. I just read them in single issues.
Yeah, I've read a lot of it too, but I just want all the collection.
Yeah,
Look good, man.
I know. I miss them. I miss them.
Our guy Ethan. This is an old setup. I think this is what everyone does too, right? Like, I think these aren't packs. These are Bestas, right?
Those look like Bestas, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
A giant saber-tooth statue.
Laying down.
Why are they in pieces?
He couldn't fit him stand up, so he just figured he'd lay him down.
That's it. Taking a nap.
A true collector right there.
That Venom is huge, huh? Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at and so is Thanos. Because Beta Ray is a big piece, and then Thanos and Venom make him look small.
Yeah, Thanos is pretty big.
That Venom is stupid massive, and it's so heavy.
That's crazy, man.
I like that Namor statue right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
David's collection. It's like all about books and everything.
Mm.
I love omnibus and books collected with statues. I like those.
Yeah, it makes it look more presentable. And then Fred. You guys know this guy. He has
Silverman?
he has tiers of Spider-Man
Yeah.
collection now.
Oh yeah.
I want to raid his collection and take some pieces.
He's cool, man. He shares a lot of pictures. A lot.
Yeah.
What's your favorite out of all of these, Buck?
And this picture,
Yeah.
easy choice. It's the Prime one, it's $20.99.
Oh my goodness.
That's one.
I just saw like it's got the Miles piece, so the Miles one, and then $20.99. Then the Marvel vs. Capcom custom Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is that a scorpion there looking down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't get no love?
Nah, I don't care about that.
I don't care
statue.
for the character.
That's a dope statue.
I tell you, man, a lot of people love XM stuff. Yeah, I'm so indifferent to it. Like a lot of this stuff, I'm not like too fond of most of it.
Oh, is this a repaint, by the way? This one right here?
No,
No,
is
That's
it?
how it came?
Yes, actually it is because I don't think they did a negative.
No, they didn't do that. That's a repaint.
That's
Dang.
I thought Sideshow did a variant.
They did the black suit.
Yeah, only black.
Oh,
So they probably bought the black and did the paint.
that's one of my favorite Spider-Man statues. That Sideshow. To me, that's still the best Spider-Man, like licensed
Damn.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
I think that one in the Comiquette on the left is the
Yeah.
best. one.
yeah, I
That
like
one's
the
good
OG.
too.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not a Spider-Man fan at all, but those are the two I think are the best too.
They're kind of like zero classic suit Spider-Man statues I want to own.
Looks cool. This is Ethan's again.
Nathan?
Or I'm sorry, Nathan. Yeah.
Chafman
Yeah.
or Chaffman? Whatever. Yeah.
Chaff- Chief. It's crazy where we started, right, man? Like I would have never guessed this was Nathan's.
So that Batmobile always gets the on the left always gets the most love. I prefer the Tumbler, but that one gets the most love out of every Batmobile.
Yeah.
I like the cartoon one the most.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the animated series.
The animated, yeah.
My Batmobile gets no love at all.
Man, they still haven't made a Pattinson Batmobile, man.
That's good. They're never gonna make one, so live with that.
Screw you, Eddie.
belongs to Skills. He started off with Detox. Lucky bastard.
So, is it rumor that somebody? I think is XM making a new Doctor Strange, or that's somebody's making a new Doctor Strange. I don't
Oh,
know.
really? You just made Brenton's life. You just made his day.
I just heard something. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it's XM. I think XM's making a new
XM,
one.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they make, I want them to do like a crazy cape for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Sculpted.
Hopefully
Of course, it'll be sculpted.
Sculpted, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give it personality.
I want it to be more comic accurate to the comic book. If they do the cape.
I kind of want this frog, man. I know Cash got it like a couple months ago.
Throg?
This Thor frog? Yeah, Throg.
Mhm.
A lot of cool pieces here. Same, Nathan. Really
This is
clean,
what
right?
Nathan's current setup looks like. I think he removed the doors, right?
He removed the doors and got rid of all of these right here. Now he's with the Samurai collection here. I don't think he got rid of them, actually. He just moved them.
Does he still have that Adam West sideshow Batman? Yeah, I like that one.
Looks good. Guess who this belongs to?
Art.
Yeah, Art statue collector.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Yeah, I love that Hulk transformation.
It's a hot toy, man.
That is crazy.
It's crazy.
What are the little ones on top?
This Hulk transformation
No,
and
no. On
Above
top,
these-
top, in the very top. Can you zoom in on
Oh
that?
goodness.
I'm not too sure. I think they're just glasses.
Yeah, they look like glasses with flowers in them or something.
No,
Oh, they're like
elves or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. They're like ungulates.
Yeah, little
Oh,
crystals or something.
They're animals.
yeah,
There's
they're
a-
animals.
Yeah,
There's a ram. There's a elk.
Moose.
here.
Yeah, is it elf?
Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, there's like a.
something to the left. I don't know what it was. The ice.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're just
alright.
sculptures, I guess. Just glass,
Yeah.
glass designs.
Man, we're crazy. How'd you spot that?
Been hanging around Britain too damn long.
Oh, guess who this is?
Arch. You know, every time you say guess, I just look at the name you've
I
written
know.
there.
Yeah, he cheats.
Wow.
What do you look at?
The name up
The
top.
name on the top. The
Oh.
naming of the file.
Not supposed to give up your secret, Buck.
Whose is this?
Arch.
Oh, okay. I still like that OG Batman, man. That's the
Wait, did Art sell these? Some of these?
I don't think he did. I don't think he's ever
I
sold
don't think
anything,
Archer
so-
sold anything.
Are you sure? I was about to call him a fraud.
Jesus.
No. If Arch is even sold like maybe even a pop, like yeah, I call him a fraud.
Yeah.
XM did that Green Hulk before
Yeah.
they did it red, like that.
Yeah, they did the Hulk, the red, the gray,
That's
that one.
that's sideshow.
That's sideshow nice.
Oh, this is yeah.
Sorry, that's
Oh, it's Sideshow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that was XM, that red one.
No.
Oh, the red one you're talking about is right. This is the one Sideshow did too, right?
That's a sideshow one as well.
That's a comic cat
Yeah.
based on
known
Olivetti.
as the banana peel Hulk.
I thought I saw it earlier. I'll find out later. And our boy Terry got this one and it blew him away. Like this is an older piece too, right? Like this came out like way in the
A couple years ago, right?
yeah.
Nah, it came out. I thought it came out last year.
Oh,
Not this one. I don't think this one did.
I thought.
Nah,
it was-
you had Batman Noel, and this is Batman Dan.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Noel's different.
But-
That's right. That's right.
Even like I don't think this wouldn't have come out last year. It came out before last year. I mean, last year's 2021, and I think I got Bermejo Joker.
But this came out after Bermejo Joker.
It came out after, not before.
Yeah, it came out after.
Oh, okay. So maybe last year.
Look at that cape, man. That cape looks tight.
Yeah, I like the Noel better though. But
Does anybody know the story of this Batman?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
I have the comic book.
It's
What's
it's,
this?
it's I think it's Black
what I wanna
Label.
know.
Is this a
Yeah.
Black Label story?
That was
Yeah.
And then they show some naughty stuff, and then people complained.
They reprinted it, but
And
I
that
have
was the
but I
Batwing.
Yeah,
but I
the
have
original printing.
yeah I have the original one.
Oh shit! Sell it to me for like.
So what's the story, Jarhead? Why is he like all skull?
It's just like a really dark, like, story about Batman, and he's like really like
the Joker. He let the Joker die, something like that.
yeah, and
And he was
it
trying
just
to redeem himself by like I think he was like trying to figure out did he really let him die or did he bring up can he bring him back to life? Because Batman don't let nobody die, but he basically I think let him go off a bridge or something like that, and he died, something like that.
Yeah.
But and so Batman, like you said, it got dark where he was
it's
dealing
really
with,
dark.
yeah, he was dealing with dead men and going like to like demons. It was this little creepy type shit.
Yeah, it was very macabre.
Terry's language right there. Yep. No, it looks good in his setup though. You guys see that picture right here? It goes well with everything he has.
Yeah, I don't know how Terry's gonna fit like all the Dark Knights in this. See
Now,
when
you gotta want this life.
yeah.
That's cool. And he also got this. What would you guys call this?
The bat signal.
The back signal made by General Electric.
That's
This is from Snyderverse.
Something's in the way.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Nirvana now, I think of Buck.
Yeah, same here.
Every time, man.
Oh,
There it is.
You can change the signal.
Yeah, that's a really cool touch.
Bro.
Yeah.
This company did your boys.
I was contemplating it. I don't like it. I don't think it's good enough for the press.
It's remote control, dude.
Like I could care less. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on a display, and I'll never touch it again. So
it has the sounds
couldn't care
of
less
the
about
fucking.
that.
That's the coolest part of that Batmobile. The way it sounded in that.
The
scene.
thing that made me know I wasn't getting it is I wasn't even impressed with the prototype. So that's how I know
It's
not
being
good enough.
signed by. Oh no, never mind. They're doing.
I don't care about that.
They're doing a Snyder signature.
Even if they're sorry for derailing, guys.
Yeah.
You see this Hulkbuster next to this thing? This is badass, man.
Yeah.
I heard people were complaining on the size of the what is it? The Justice Buster?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's not big enough.
Yeah.
Isn't it quarter scale?
Yeah.
I
Both of
think
these are quarter scale.
I think it should have been a little bit bigger.
Like taller or wider or
Like the same size as that, probably.
Yeah, yeah. I really think I think it should have been that size.
I guess so, because Batman's gonna be inside.
Right.
Yeah, and I think in the comics, while I've seen this, he's like, it should be bigger than one story of a building. I think, at least.
Yeah, I think it should have been almost the size as the Hulkbuster.
In relation to Batman, it's pretty tall, but not. I wouldn't. I don't know that Hulkbuster is massive. Like it's not even. But I wouldn't. Maybe a few more, like 1, 2 more inches, maybe.
You guys are size inadequate now over Justice Buster. Is there a
Scale
size inadequacy problem among us, everybody else?
I like how Pudgy's drinking his wine while trying to stir it up.
yeah, no comments. Only women get sexualized, not guys.
So this is not waitlisted yet?
Not yet. Not that I know of. I've seen it.
Came out well.
This came out amazing. The only thing I'm not too sure about this is like you lose the whole hammer.
Yes.
Like the hammers. Like I mean, in the
You
comic,
gotta put it
makes sense.
in a open display, I guess, which this guy seems to have. You can't put it in a cabinet. So I guess if you have it like maybe the way like Jarhead has his collection, you will be able to see it like from the side, and then because it's pretty open. But yeah, it sucks that that stuff is behind him like that.
It's like his it almost appears to me like the best angle to view the statue is without him facing.
Three-quarter.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
It seems to me the best angle to display this statue is without him facing you, so you get more of a profile view. It
See,
opens up his whole torso and the.
to me, if you put a statue in something, it kind of limits it anyways. You're gonna limit the statue to like a certain angle. At least if it's open, you see the whole statue.
Sure.
So that's why I agree with Buck with the if this was out, it's definitely you see the whole statue. So
Even the mixed media looks good on this. Like everything looks good on this.
Damn, Steve is praising mixed media. The world is,
I
world
still,
is upside down.
I still would rather a sculpted cape on this piece.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question: if it had mixed media or a sculpted cape, which one would you get?
Sculpted cape.
I would get sculpted cake.
It depends. If the sculpted cape is good, I would get the sculpted cape.
So you'd rather have a not good sculpted cape? You'd rather have mixed media over not good sculpted cape?
Yes, yeah. That sounds so funny to you guys, but I saw him being honest. Like,
I said fair. It does. It sounds funny to me, but it's fair. It's your statue.
What would
Man.
make the cape not sculpted well in your eyes? Like the motion? Like if you didn't
about
like
an
the motion?
example,
It doesn't look iron.
if it doesn't look like fabric, there's fabric has certain kind of folds. They're like six kind of fabric folds, right? And those in a cape like this, you want to have those folds, and then they have to be defined in a way where they are distinct.
It's logical. It
Each
makes
fold
sense.
is like distinct in the whole like shape, the way they're like set out, and then it's not just some messy thing.
Not just a
And then
blob.
if they do a texture on it, it should look right. Don't just do any random texture you feel like and say that's texture on it. Have a nice day, and it should be the right length. Because I know a lot of times I see like weird lengths for capes when it's sculpted,
That's a
and
great
sometimes just like throw it haphazardly to the side. Yeah.
He's on
and
seconds right
I
now.
think this matters too.
That's a real nice angle right there for that picture.
Yeah.
I like that.
You think they're going to do a surfer with this or what?
Like a
No.
classic
They already
surfer.
did a surfer. Yeah. Right. Was it 4? Silver Surfer 4?
Is it the one where like
Oh,
on
you're talking
the
about
bridge?
The cover? Yeah. I don't think so because he's on a frost giant, right? Otherwise, he'd be on a bridge, right?
Yeah, it would be on the bridge, not on the.
And our guy Dennis got this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this one.
Yeah, me too.
I love the art box, everything about this piece.
What do you think about the overspray on the feet?
I like it.
It's pink.
No, I like it because it goes.
It
with
blends
the
in.
It blends in with the band.
Today we're lacking a lot of controversial stuff, man. Fabric
Yeah.
capes,
Tell 'em,
overspray.
Yeah, like
And
I
this is
like
sideshow,
kits.
guys.
Those are
This is
controversial
sideshow.
nowadays.
Holy shit, this is sideshow. God damn, why are they doing things right all of a sudden?
Say it in classic Buck fashion. Say, I think it's shit.
And I like this statue.
Yeah, but I think that this is straight out the comic book.
Look at that big ass seam right there. No one's gonna say that shit. Look at that thing, just sticking out in the middle of that fucking.
It don't bother me. You know what, though?
Bubble gum.
I think the statue's so good it doesn't even bother me.
You're
Just
lying.
the way he's right
That's
next
a
to
bold face lie.
the way he's next to
Right. And you gotta understand that some
Nobody's
things aren't
looking
so troublesome for other people.
Nobody's looking at the feet unless they're Rex Ryan. Don't worry about it.
I like the
Jesus.
fact that the vamp isn't overpowering the character itself. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think
XM's, it's just kind of like
Nightcrawler looks great. I think his
Yeah.
body, like the anatomy, looks great. I like
Yep.
Nightcrawler. I don't like the base at all,
The base.
and I don't like.
Is
that
it the
pink
back
overspray.
or like what do you think about the hand, the sentinel hand?
It looks small.
That
It
seam
looks
is
lanky.
crazy.
Different sizes.
Yeah.
That seam is ridiculous.
Does he have the sword? Is there a switch out for the sword, or is he? I mean, can you display it without the sword?
He's got you can. I think you can display without the sword. Swords are
Yeah,
exclusive, right?
he gets two
Yep.
swords. Two swords.
Yeah, but do you get 4 hands?
Yes.
Yeah, the box is right here. So 2 hands, 2 open hands, and 2 swords.
Oh, he
yeah,
went
but
with
are those
1 and
two?
1.
Yeah, but are those two?
Left and right.
Yeah, it's left and right and left and right.
Man, it's gonna be a small box, which I really like.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I like that too. Because you don't see them. You don't see many Nightcrawler statues.
And I don't know if you guys saw this one before, but like they had a Queen Studios museum line painted.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
I was gonna do this. No, this isn't Photoshop, but I was gonna get this painted too, and then I just decided I don't want to be poor, so.
His paint is Photoshop. It's not nobody.
This is Photoshop. This isn't like actually repainted.
Okay.
The person just
to give you an idea.
Yeah, they digitally colored the image.
Right.
You know, I kind of like that Superman not painted. I think it looks great
Yeah.
the way it is.
You mean you prefer between the two pictures? You prefer the unpainted, or you
Yes.
mean in general you would prefer?
I prefer the unpainted one.
Just in general, you would prefer it unpainted, is what you mean?
I think it looks better. It looks more like regal, like more. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be a statue of him, you know. And I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same way I like some people want the smoke version of Sanity over the color version.
And Ethan did
like
a
a memorial, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Casper.
So
If I was still in Washington, I might have bought this from him. Thank God I'm not there.
That rogue statue is still for sale. It still hasn't sold out yet.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, right? And you know, I found somebody that sold me the exclusive head, like $190. I went and picked it up.
What?
Yeah.
You can sell that thing for $400 right now if you want.
I don't think so. I think you can list it, and you wouldn't be able to sell it for that price.
I saw one sold for $450.
How you know what I could sell, Buck? How you know I could sell, Buck?
I don't know, man, because like the actual statue is not selling and it's still available. That's why I think the head won't sell alone for $400.
You don't know who I know, Buck. Okay. stick with Dragon Ball. Stick with Dragon Ball Z statues. Okay?
Oh man.
But you guys know what he did with this, right? He got the XM portrait and put it on the sideshow body.
Yeah. But I still love the exclusive is still it's hot. It's nice. Even if you don't have the exclusive, it's a good statue though.
One thing I think is cool is that with the XM head, she's looking up, and that like works really well.
Oh, and this one got announced, or this one started to be in production. I don't know if anyone's interested in this one. Yeah, the crow statue from Sideshow.
So how was this movie? I never saw this movie.
Oh, it was really good.
It was good. It was a good movie.
I mean, everybody I know said that it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's classic.
It was enjoyable.
Classic. I'm on the fence about getting it.
Is it dark like Underworld or something like that? I know it's not vampires, but is it dark like that?
It's pretty dark for when it was made.
Yeah. And he nailed that character too. It's kind of like, I'm not gonna go Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, but I mean, this would have made him.
Yes.
This was his, like, if he had lived, this would have been the movie that made him a real superstar. But it happened. But no, it was cool. I mean, especially for the time. You got to remember the time and when it was. If you had seen it back when it came out,
it's 80s, right? 80s.
Yeah.
I thought it was
kind
90s.
of before. It was before its time.
I haven't heard not one person ever say that this movie wasn't good.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Yeah, only the one with him. Yeah.
So the production piece looks a little off from the original image.
Yeah, his face looks
It's
elongated.
the paint. The like different angle. The one on the left is shot from below. This one is kind of shot from above. You can tell from the angle of the crow.
Yeah.
And then like different angle. You can see more of the gun in this one.
It
So
looks like there's more shadow on his face in the first one. It's more shaded.
Well, it's also you see a light behind him though.
different
too,
lighting,
Yeah.
and then like the one on the left is better painted.
And you can see
right?
his pants,
but
and everything else.
it's like because even on the right, you can't see as much of his skin underneath the paint as you can in the one on the left. Like on the left, it looks like makeup. On the right, it just looks like his face is white with the thing. It looks more animated kind of thing. There's less depth to the color.
And the character that they introduced was pretty cool too. It was
Bro,
it's good. You would like it, Rashid.
I'll put it on tonight. I'm gonna see how
It's definitely worth watching.
Yeah. Again, to me, it's one of those classic. It's a classic movie.
Yeah, because I've never met nobody that ever said The Crow. I never had nobody said nothing bad about The Crow. Everybody says, "Oh, it's a good movie." Everybody.
Yeah. You had
Now the ones after that aren't that great, but
they made more after that.
Yeah, I think there was like one or two. I think
with him or somebody else.
He died. He died, dude. He died right after the movie.
It was somebody else.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
A different guy came back. It was like a different story.
Gotcha.
And George shared these too. You guys probably know this guy. He has a whole samurai collection. And I love his this. Is this Venom Prime 1? Or
It's Prime 1.
Looks really good.
Dark Origins.
I mean, what do you guys think about the tendrils on now? They're starting to do with the Venom. I'm a little tired of it.
I'm not a tendrils guy. I don't remember him having tendrils in the comic books like that.
Right.
In this rendition of him, he definitely has them in the Dark Origin story, and he has these proportions.
So, Buck, you think the new Sideshow one is supposed to be the Dark Origins one too?
No, I don't know about that, but I'm just talking about this statue.
Gotcha.
But the new Sideshow, a lot of the time now with Venom, they're always playing with his symbiotes with the new artists, the way they draw that. But I don't know exactly what Sideshow is referencing with their Venom.
I think this is the best Hulk ever.
Agreed.
It's huge.
I don't know.
I think it's the best pose on a Hulk, but I don't know if it's the best Hulk ever.
I mean, because it tells the story.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it, but I don't know if it's the best Hulk ever.
So you like the concept of it?
Yeah, I like the concept of it.
And I'm not even a big Hulk fan, and I picked this piece up. That's how much I like. That's why I like, because I think it shows the pure rage of Hulk.
It's a great statue.
Yeah. Holy shit! I was looking at the reflection of Bruce, and I thought there was someone like doing a pose in the background of the room, and I just thought someone was sitting on a chair in the back just doing that, and then I realized it's like the mirror behind in the display.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool.
You guys definitely seen this collection before. This guy has like a blind that covers all these panels. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Jeff from Secret Sanctuary finally completed this line of Museum from Queen Studios. I love this, like these three, but this one I didn't like the suit that they came out with Wonder Woman. But
it's a movie. I don't understand why they did two comic ones and a movie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They missed out on that.
Me.
How would this? I don't understand.
They got a new employee. That's the designer. Like Game of Thrones had to end them.
It's possible. It's possible they couldn't get like a license for a comic version, because when you think about it, they haven't done a comic Wonder Woman. Even the other quarter scale statue that they have is like all the Wonder Woman statues they have are based off movie versions.
Well, the one they got coming out has a comic character with the guilt.
I think that's like an add-on that they put on it, right? and they intentionally did not advertise it when they were soliciting the statue.
Oh yeah, they
no
did.
no one knew what it looked like.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Barely,
I bought it based upon not Gal Gadot, but the comic character.
I kept on saying I want to see the face. I remembered them. They were barely showing it. It was in shadow. They were doing everything they could not to show you what it looked like.
Yeah, but when they did reveal his faces, they revealed them both.
No.
Yeah, they did. They revealed both of them.
No, sorry. They revealed them. I meant to say it's in shadow. You can barely see it. It's like dark. The pictures don't show most of the pictures are showing the Gal Gadot head, and then you can barely see the comic portrait, which is why I kept on saying throughout the whole process, whenever we talked about that statue, I want to see that head.
They showed both.
I disagree. I ordered it based upon both. I like the comic book version, and that's.
I remember them showing both because I was like, because I don't like movie pieces.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that Wonder Woman's awesome because it has a change out, and you can do either or.
Yep.
Like they showed it clearly.
Yep.
Yes.
Like they showed it clearly.
What I remember was like there was like a bluish, reddish light in the scene, and then there was also a small picture of a portrait on one of the images when they were showing the switch outs, where they didn't really show you the sword and the shield, and then they didn't really show you the comic portrait either.
Maybe you need to get a 15-inch screen and computer because they showed it.
Yeah, but how was this movie? How was that? How was that last Wonder Woman movie?
The last Wonder Woman movie was horrible.
That's why I was surprised.
84.
Why they doing? I'm surprised they did so many statues on that movie. You know, I heard a lot of people say it was horrible. I didn't see it, but everybody does the whatever is that armor, the armor that she has on. That's supposed to be armor on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
it was a previous Amazonian warrior, which ended up being the original
Wonder
Woman from the TV show.
Right. So you would say that you wasn't a fan of that Wonder Woman.
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't understand. They planned this out, and if they were going to do it half-assed, then why even do it? You know.
Well,
they do two comic book statues and a movie one.
No, Buck brought up a very valid point. They may not have had a license to do a comic.
So if you don't have the license to do it right, then don't do it.
No, some people want the trilogy. I mean, so therefore, don't buy it. You don't want it, don't buy it. Get another one. I mean,
yeah, but it's two different things though. It's one's comic book and one's.
Dude, I can make a trilogy with a Queen, a Sideshow, and a X.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about one's comic book and one's movie.
Yeah, but
I think they had the option. It was like, sorry, they either would have done it movie like this, or they wouldn't have done anything at all. Is what I'm thinking.
So why do anything?
I think the portrait's not Gal Gadot though. I think the portrait's comic book.
Are you serious? For this statue, you think it's not Gal Gadot?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't.
I mean, I think it's like what Buck said. They probably didn't have a license, so but people want a Wonder Woman, so they just do in the movie version, and that's what it was. You know.
I mean, I guarantee that's what it was, but I'm just saying I don't. You know, if you ain't gonna do it right, then don't do it at all.
Because they wanted to say, what'd you say, Eddie? F you, jarhead. We're gonna put out a.
They gave me the big finger, huh?
They give you the big finger, man. It's personal.
Big finger.
Yep.
These came out really cool, man. Like he has a good collection in the back.
I love these pieces. I really want them. It's just hard to spend money on like
stuff like
side stuff, you know.
I love the Tinkerbell when they came out with the Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell's great.
Yeah.
I think Alice is my favorite, but that's more because I like.
But how many variants they got for each one though? That's the thing.
Yeah.
They only
man.
Well, it used to be just one. Like there was no variants. Now they got the fall variants and
right.
They're doing the Halloween stuff. So
that picture right there, that looks nice.
I like this one the most, I think.
Yeah.
This one or Tinkerbell.
Nice.
And my favorite is Cinderella.
She's nice.
And I just put this up here so in case you guys didn't know, John Collecting Weekly are doing a giveaway, and if I were you guys, I would enter. They're giving away LBS Thor, Jay, and John and Collecting Weekly all teamed up, and yeah, they're gonna be giving this away pretty soon. So join if you get a chance, and if you don't want it, send it this way.
You know what happened? You know what happened? I guess you got people on YouTube doing dumb stuff because I got a notification from Mr. X that I won the Queen Studio Batman Who Laughs,
I heard about that. Yeah.
and it said text this number so we could talk about this. But then I looked below, somebody else had the same thing. I was like,
fuckers.
I got one of those a while ago.
It's hilarious because it was the username that says that has the number, and it says text this number, and then he, like, in the comment he tells you, hey, the number in my name. So it's obviously a scam.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think John's scamming anybody, but never trust anybody, right?
Wow.
He's a Nigerian prince. He has money he wants
Hey,
to
watch
go.
your
Jesus.
Out of all the times to say that, Pudgy, you say it now.
Whoa.
Damn, Pudgy, man.
Come on, you've seen those emails all the time
Yeah, I know
for
you
years,
know,
for
man.
decades, man. The Nigerian prince who needs money and you need you to help him.
Buck. Oh man, Keese's got the Ghost Rider on horse. I love Keese's, man. Like his
I messed up. What did he do?
it's huge. He's like he's worried about the space and everything. He how heavy it is and everything. But yeah, check him out. He did an unboxing recently, so it's pretty cool. Here's more pictures of the Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I like this piece, man. I like it.
I like it a lot too, man.
It looked like he bamped the arm, and he's taking off from the hand now after he brought it in there.
There he goes without the swords too.
No one's mad about the portrait anymore? Weren't people complaining that the portrait looked like Christian Bale?
What?
Really?
People were saying that?
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What?
I mean,
I remember hearing that on a stream. Maybe it was Creative Minds. I heard it somewhere.
but you
Well,
know,
now that you say it, it looks like
Or
it. It
Collective
does look
Minds,
like
my
it.
bad.
but even if it did, is that a bad?
Damn.
Is that a bad thing if it did?
I don't know. I just remember hearing that.
You know, sometimes when you say stuff and
I also
can
like
see
to
how they
see
can say
the
it, but,
community burn.
it's hard to tell if you're being facetious.
Clip that 217. Got it.
Yo, speaking of Christian Bale, I know it's an old movie. What did y'all thought about that movie, Reign of Fire?
That was great.
Yeah,
I
Matthew
don't think
McConaughey.
I've seen that movie.
he had a lot of stars. He had a lot of stars in that movie.
Yep. Eddie, man, where are you, man?
Dude,
You're in LA and you haven't seen Reign of Fire. You haven't seen Terminator.
Dragon.
Come
Look,
on,
I
man.
could understand Terminator.
Terminator
but how do you
came out when
expect
he
me
was
to have seen Reign
he
of
wasn't
Fire?
born yet.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Have y'all
Hey,
seen the one where he's doing the gun katas?
Oh, I want to watch Reign of Fire.
Yeah, Equilibrium.
Actually, I gotta watch
Equilibrium.
that. I like those kind of movies.
Equilibrium's
Great movie.
awesome.
Oh, you'll love Reign of Fire.
Yeah, I gotta check that.
That Equilibrium was Matrix before it was Matrix.
Whoa, there's only one.
No,
And
Equilibrium.
Timothy Oliphant did Agent 47, right?
What?
Yeah.
Hitman.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I seen that actually a while ago.
Hey, so Keesis is also doing a giveaway. So if you guys don't forget, I got a giveaway. XM Iron Spider-Man. Hell yeah, man! I'm ready for this.
Just give it away to me, man.
Yeah.
I'll take good care of it.
Let us know how to do it, man, and we'll like.
Ed, when he bamfed into the kitchen because he wants a sandwich. I thought he was bamfing the flour and the butter and.
You know what I never noticed is this has that purple stuff under it too.
Oh man.
Oh, it's got like an underspray, overspray.
On his legs, but I didn't.
Oh.
Coming.
Buck about to get his ass
I
whooped.
thought he was joking.
I thought he was joking too.
I thought he was talking about this for a second.
Coming.
Those fucking oversprays, man.
I like that piece. Look at look at his back. You know, that's
Yeah, the
I like
back looks.
I
I like.
like the.
There's
banana
even more
peel.
underspray underneath right there.
I like the suit.
Yeah, I like
It's
it.
a,
His comic book is simple.
you'd have to see it in person. Even with that Venom, I saw different variations of the overspray or underspray. Some had it heavy, some had it light.
You talking about
What?
the Venom with the green?
Any overspray is too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I think that was too much, man.
I don't like. I see the seams a lot though. That's true.
Even with
Yeah.
the General Grievous in that green shit, it's just too much.
Oh man, I seen all those in person. They
Yeah.
suck.
It's like somebody had green and it's like, yo, let's spray it on the General Grievous and the Venom at the same time.
Yeah, but then
shit.
but like the Venom, I've seen some that there's barely any on it. So
Yeah.
See, right here, you can't see the seams.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
yeah,
What don't you like about the
not a
hand,
deal breaker.
Eddie? I think I heard you say you don't like the Sentinel hand.
I feel like it's small.
yeah, could be bigger.
The thing that always gets
Small
me
and
is
the fingers are lanky. That's a personal thing. I don't like that pink smoke. Like they could have not done the smoke at all and just done a giant hand.
Nah, but you know what it is? You right, but
Gives it the white base.
this is just comic book. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
When he bamps, that's what it basically looks like. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to put his power in there somehow. I get
Yeah.
it. I just
So,
it's
like-
it's hit or miss like fire.
But what if they did it more like more Stratus like so this looks like a cumulus cloud, right? What if they did more like a Stratus cloud, like it's more thinner
I
and lighter?
missed
Well,
astrology or whatever
Yeah.
class you are referring to.
when he bamps, it's supposed to be like
Stimulus
the-
cloud? Is that like the check that I got?
Stratus.
What the fuck is a stratus cloud? To explain to me.
Well,
A cumulonimbus.
when he
A Nimbus cloud, I know
Bimbo.
what that is because of Goku. So
when he bamps, it's supposed to be like brimstone or something like that, right? So
Yeah,
I think
but it's more dusty and more light, right? It just if they did it a little
I
bit
just
lighter.
they should have put glitter in it. That's what they should.
I don't know. I just like this, man. It's because he's basically ripping the arm off the Sentinel and taking it to somewhere else. That's what I like about it.
Oh, I didn't get that. I got him coming through the Sentinel hand.
Nah, he's ripping. He bamped the whole arm.
Yeah, like
The
it's
rip-
about to. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was about to grab him, and he.
No, it's grabbing him, but he took it off the Sentinel and bamped it where he's at now.
That's how it is in the comic.
Huh?
That's how it is in the comic.
He can do that. He's done that before.
No,
He can take things. Like I thought that was more of like the portal thing. If the portal cut off, like
No,
what's
he's
her name, Blink or whatever.
so you're saying he can just hug onto something, dismember
Yeah.
it, and take it somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, he can do that. His father was able to do that.
I thought he was just coming through the
Yeah.
hand, like he's able to go through the
Yeah,
hand
that's-
as a
I mean,
portal.
Wait.
He was
Hold up.
escaping
You
That's
said his
what I
father?
see. Huh?
You said
Yeah.
his father?
His father was able to do that. Yeah.
Who's his father?
I think it's referred to as Azazel.
You don't know who his father is?
His father
Gretel.
his father is Sabretooth.
Did Buck say Hansel and Gretel?
Nah, that's not his father.
That is his father.
Azazel. He started
Wait.
referring to as Azazel, but I don't think that's his father.
Mystique and Sabretooth are his father.
Nah, I don't think
his
Sabretooth is his father.
Sabretooth?
I
You
promise
guys
you.
Never heard that. I thought it was Azazel too.
Exactly. Sabretooth was never his father.
It's his father.
That is not his father, man. We
Why would he?
show me
Why
where-
would he have these powers?
Right. Show me where Sabretooth is his father.
He looks like Azazel.
Exactly. Azazel has teleported powers.
Abilities don't have to be
Just
hereditary.
because
Yeah, but he looks like
his
him.
somebody doesn't mean he has the same powers.
But Buck, doesn't it make more sense? Azazel got he's a teleporter.
Sabretooth might have been his stepdaddy. Like they might have been, you know,
Exactly.
on the side, you know.
But you want to know something funny?
Baby mama.
Marvel changes things in the comic book all the time anyway. Remember they were saying Sabretooth was Wolverine's father? That was a lie.
Yeah, I never heard the Sabretooth thing. That's news to me.
Yeah, I never
I heard that, but I could have sworn that was I can't remember where. Oh no, was that movie where they said he was his brother?
All right, getting to some memes. I'm not aging like fine wine. I'm aging like milk, getting sour and chunky.
There we go.
That's true, man. That shit is true.
Never in my life hated a car so much. Like, take that little shit in the house.
Yeah. Taking 2 spots.
Damn, Jarhead,
Yeah.
I googled it. They seem right.
I googled it too. It's right here.
Mystique and Sabretooth.
Where this? It said that that's his father. What?
Yeah.
We got to take this to Maury. We got to take this.
Yeah. Yeah. You are not the daddy.
This one says, not a single person asked me how fast I could run in my new shoes today. Being an adult is fucking stupid.
You know what you sound like, Jarhead? You sound like, what's her name? Renaria? They are his kids.
Hey, spoilers, man.
He's a bastard. And Nathan got this one in. What do you guys think?
I don't like the wings.
The wings are crazy.
Look, it says it right here that Bill is the mutant, the father of the X-Men member Nightcrawler. It didn't say Saber.
And I'm looking it up too, and it says Sabretooth.
You know they can
Look at
edit
here.
Wikipedia, right?
Look at right here. It's not saying Sabretooth.
I'm looking right here too.
Look,
It says
you guys
Sabretooth
don't
on
have to look anymore. He looks like him, and he has his power. I don't get why this is an argument. That fool,
Get out
that
of
fool
here.
smashed.
Sabretooth and Mystique's son is Craven Creed.
Yeah, that's not Sabretooth is not Nightcrawler.
There is no way.
Exactly. Nah. No way.
The truth is Mystique has been playing games.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Is this the exit?
Hey, Casual, I just sent you a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Casual, I'm gonna send you one too. Look, I'm gonna send you one too, Casual, because
Marvel database. We got some genuine resources. Marvel database.
hold on, I'm gonna send you pictures too before we go, because it makes more sense what I'm sending you.
I'd like to point out that all of my knowledge came from X-Men First Class. So,
which you shouldn't get knowledge from those movies.
Yo,
Casual,
That's my knowledge of everything in the '60s too.
Casual,
X-Men First Class.
I sent you my proof. So,
Cuban Missile Crisis, everything.
Azazel. Wait. So I'm reading something else that says Azazel was introduced in 2003, whereas Nightcrawler was in the 90s, and the bloodlines, which actually tend to point to one man, Sabretooth.
but they went back to the past. Remember Days of Future Past? So you can't really say. It's true.
Casual, show him my proof, because that's not saying Sabretooth is his father.
I'm gonna do Jarheads first, really quick.
And even in the movie, they had his father in which movie was that when they had his father?
I want to see Nightcrawler's birth certificate.
But you know what? His father's red, and his father has the same ears. Father has the same powers.
Same tail. Doesn't he have a tail?
Exactly.
No,
And
going by that logic, then Quicksilver should have magnetic
just saying,
powers, and so
if
should
you guys-
Scarlet Witch.
well, Polaris,
If you're going by that,
hold on. Polaris has the same powers.
Polaris is not his daughter. Not his real daughter. Polaris is not his real daughter.
All right.
Oh,
You guys got that one.
So, Cash, show him my proof. He showed you his. Now show him my proof.
Why doesn't Cable have an optic beam?
Let's stick with.
If we're gonna do that,
No,
if everybody's powers go down the line,
Go ahead. Let's stick with Nightcrawler, bro.
Nightcrawler's one and two.
So,
How the fact that she
show him
covered-
the other picture, Cash. So both of them.
No.
the mutant baby.
not down the line. Because
Yo.
Cable has powers of his mother.
but they're not exactly the same.
That don't look like
They're
Sabretooth.
similar.
That don't look like Sabretooth.
They're similar.
To me.
They're not exactly the same.
That don't look like Sabretooth to me.
So you brought up a page and I brought up a page. So
But who?
Maybe this is why he looks like Christian Bale a little bit. He might be tied into Batman.
That's good. That's good.
Every comic book I've ever read, it was Sabretooth until the movies came out.
I've never read that.
Yeah, I never heard Sabretooth either.
When the movies came out, that's when they changed it.
Pudgy, did you ever hear that Sabretooth was Nightcrawler's father?
No, but I am not deeply into the X-Men back in the day, so I abstain. I'm Switzerland.
His mom is Mystique. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
But like I gave proof though that that guy.
So did I. I gave proof too.
Oh, look, mine looks more presentable. Mine got pictures. Look, mine got pictures.
Here we go.
So
mine
go
got
ahead.
pictures of them cuddling Nightcrawler as a baby. We're Sabretooth cuddling him as a baby.
Yeah, but they
That's fan art.
That's a new picture.
That's custom. That's custom.
Hey, you know what that was? That was a clone.
It was actually Baby Hitler. It was Baby Hitler.
New clone.
You guys are funny tonight. Here's that Nightwing we were talking about earlier today. Oh crap! Let's skip over this.
I kind of like the red more than the blue.
I do too.
I like the blue better because it's.
I like the blue.
Yeah. But I don't know. That stands out.
You know
Thank
what?
goodness John isn't here, man.
But this goes back
Eddie,
to
Eddie and John would be going at it.
No, I wouldn't argue with him on
this. Goes back to the repaints, right, or the paints, right? And
yeah.
But you guys brought up something earlier, and we were talking about the paints. But then what about variants? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but red was more for red. To me, I felt was for Red Hood, not Nightwing.
Exactly. Yep.
Variants, like repaints, are kind of variant.
Nightwing never wore red. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was always red.
I think it was a video game.
Yeah, I don't remember Emma Frost in red either.
Who?
But they did a statue with her in red.
Who? Emma Frost?
Right.
When did she wear red?
Jose says that all that is red.
A statue with her.
I remember this red in the one of the Arkham video games.
Yeah, I do too.
One of those alternate costumes.
So we're getting into Queen stuff, but like I know a lot of people didn't, or a lot of people were talking about this line being 1/9 scale, but now they're going to quarter scale. So this is gonna be pretty badass, I think.
I'm gonna want that armored one with the spear. I like that spear way more.
That is cool. Yeah.
You guys remember that when Queen Studios revealed this? They were like, "Oh yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna have a whole 1/9 scale." Everyone was like, "Who's gonna buy that?" You know?
Yeah.
1/9 scale, my ass. But like, yeah, it's crazy.
And man, this stuff is affordable. Like that after that Batfleck,
This is pretty affordable, man.
it's like I did not expect that price. It's
Yeah.
so much better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be over $1,000, and it's like way off, way below that.
Wait, what happened?
The price of the Nightmare Batman, it's like 700 something, I think.
What?
It's
Are you serious?
$725.
Oh, that's a great price for that one. Dang.
Yeah,
I need sponsorship, man. That's why.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, Casual just change his tune.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell. Check out our Patreon. We don't have one yet, but we'll start one in about 20 minutes.
And we're gonna go into the in-art stuff, the figures for a little bit, but I think they look pretty cool, man.
I think the Batman looks good, and it Pennywise.
Pennywise, yeah.
You know what? I don't. People love this. I don't love this Gandalf that much.
See, I like this. I see the.
I love. I think this is a personal thing for me, but I saw like close up of the face, and I thought it didn't look like him to me.
No.
No, but I'm not saying that's. I think that's just me. I just didn't see it.
Damn. But Eddie's the type of guy to like it if they gave you a version with the black hair later.
God.
I felt personal, bro.
It's not personal.
I still have this one on pre-order, man, but I don't want to spend $1,000. Look, I don't care how good these look, man. Fucking $500 for a figure. You get the fuck out. They're too expensive, man. I feel like People can't argue that, dude. They're just too fucking much.
So is this $500 too, or is this like
Yes.
$300?
I think
That's a
it's
hot
like-
toy. That's a hot toy.
Essentially, it's a 1/6 figure. It's by Queen though.
Yeah, Queen Studios is doing their own hot toys basically. This is a hot toy, or
Oh, and
Please
by
do.
the way, John sent me a thing saying that they put that Joker back up for pre-order, and that shit was supposed to be
3 days only.
sold out. Yeah, that shit was supposed to be done, but they said that they got more, or Queen allowed them to sell more, so they put
That's
up
the
more.
stat. Is that the statue or is that a hot toy?
Hot
That's
toy.
it's a figure.
Figure.
Yeah, hot toy.
6 scale figure.
Same thing.
So it says, wait, okay, is it posable or is it a statue?
It's
It's
a
a
hot
it's a
toy.
hot
It's a
toy,
hot
but
toy.
hot toy is a particular brand. This
Yeah,
is their
yeah.
competing version of a
Yep.
hot toy.
Well, didn't they make a statue, a quarter scale, this the same one?
Yeah,
True.
in this
Half
pose, yeah.
scale too. Yep.
That's what's confusing me. So,
This looks
so wait a
better
minute.
than
So
that
did they
statue to
make?
me,
So
though.
did they make?
Well, if you were in the ring with Ripley, you'd lose then, because she'd outsmart you.
Yeah, I think
You know
the
what?
portrait on this looks better
Hey,
than the
Pudgy,
portrait
hey,
on the
Pudgy,
statue.
you, give me. You know what? You know, somebody put in the chat about Einstein and Tyson being in the ring. Who would win? You know what? Give me.
Oh,
Anthony
somebody
Hopkins.
put that? That's funny. Who put that?
Look, I don't know. You know what? Anthony Hopkins in the wood with a bear. You tell me.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Einstein and Tyson. I like that.
Put Anthony Hopkins in the woods with a grizzly bear. Who
He
wins?
won the
It
first
depends.
time.
Hey, Matt, you can't choose a location. You don't do locations for your
Well,
matchups.
they said a ring. So
Well, Anthony Hopkins won against the bear once, but then the bear won later. So
I don't know, man. Writers like
What do
to
you mean
write
the
some
bear
bold
won later? How'd
BS.
the bear win later?
because didn't he fight him as Brad Pitt and he won, but then later he died to the bear?
Man, what the hell are you talking about?
You said
Oh,
Anthony Hopkins. That was in a movie, bro. That was fucking
The Edge.
that was
the
what
Edge.
was that movie called? No,
The Edge.
Legend
Oh,
of
The
the
Edge?
Fall. Legend of the Fall. He fought a bear.
Okay,
I don't even know what
I thought you were
referencing.
referencing that. You
I
just
have
pulled
no
that out of
fucking
your
clue.
ass.
I'm referencing The Edge.
Oh, he fought a bear in Legend of the Fall.
So Anthony Hopkins fought a bear in 2 different movies.
I
don't
guess so.
remember. Was he in Legend? I don't remember him in Legend of the Fall.
I thought that was only a Leo DiCaprio thing.
And
He
Brad
was
Pitt.
he was the dad, wasn't he? Unless
Hey,
I'm
Eddie.
fucking wrong.
Were you talking about this John right here when you were
I'm
mentioning
talking about The Edge.
No.
another John? Yeah, I don't get that. This is like 1/16th or something like that. It's pretty cool.
That looks really good.
You know, I never seen a Jurassic Park movie.
What?
Jesus.
What's going on tonight, man? Like,
I've just never seen. Even the first one. I've never sat down and watched none of them.
the first one's good. You like that's your fault. Like, but like, no,
I
you
like
gotta
the
watch that
first
one.
3. These ones get a little.
Yeah, everybody telling me the first one was good, but how was the rest of them? Were the rest of them good?
I like the first 3, but I think generally people like the first one and the third one, but I think people hate the second one.
Even Keith is saying boot him.
Man, y'all got some catching up to do, man. You haven't seen The Crow either?
Nah, I ain't see the. I always thought when I saw the Crow, I thought it was like a I don't know. I thought he was like the wrestler, the Sting, for some reason.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
a little bit.
That's why Eddie's morality is messed up, man.
I think the Sting copied
Oh,
his,
don't go there.
the Sting copied his look.
What? My
He likes
morality?
Jurassic Park too.
Listen,
The Crow's before the Sting.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna watch the Crow though because I had so many people say it was a good movie. So
man, this is so badass. Is this mixed media? Do you guys happen to know?
Yeah, it's mixed media. It's mixed media.
Man, that looks so good.
It's good. That looks like a
Seven-
piece, but mixed media works good.
750, 750,
725.
Wow.
725. Dang.
Today is such a weird day.
I know, man. It's like the craziest episode ever.
you know what? The
The
statue.
sculpted boys are changing their mind.
Oh, look what Kisa said about the Crow. You guys are gonna hate to see it.
What did he say?
I watched The Crow and kind of fell asleep.
He was
I
10.
like,
He's
His
part.
mom-
He was
mom
10.
had to put him-
what did he say
him to go to
earlier?
bed.
He said, boot him. Keesus, we need to boot you right now.
Yeah, but you guys didn't want to. I know that was the Snyder cut. But you didn't want like a movie after that about them in the future. That's why because I feel like it really wasn't enough about the Nightmare. Was it Nightmare Batman? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it should have been like another movie after that. Like
That would have been cool to see.
think that
evil
was-
Superman and
That was part of the plan. He was going to do like an Injustice
Yep,
story.
it was. It was part of the
like
plan.
in the future, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I think-
That's why they showed. That's why they showed the excerpts of it.
Yeah, but now that DC is sold, you don't think they don't want to do that? You don't think they'll do
Dude,
that?
they were supposed to do 4 Conans.
Wow.
So
You know why it didn't
with
happen?
Arnold.
You know why it didn't happen? They sent
With
someone from the future to I'm done.
Keep going, Buck. Keep going.
Come on, Buck. Come on, Buck. You got it. Let's go.
that's how it feels. No.
That's classic.
Oh, man. I want to have a career in the future.
That's why I say the shit I do. My days are done. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. What do you guys think about this one?
Got the same pose as every.
That
Oh,
pose.
don't you dare.
That pose looks sus.
It's cool.
Oh, no.
Sus in what way, Mr. Fangs?
Oh no.
I like the heat vision.
It's like what's her name? The Supergirl statue from Prime 1.
Yeah,
The 1/3.
that's nice.
Yeah, Archer.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about poses, Buck. We said just kidding. Let it go.
This was badass, I thought.
This is a weird, like,
This guy has eyes closed.
it's one thing to have a Joaquin Phoenix Joker in your collection, but then to have have to be a super fan to have this scene in your collection. I think.
Bro, I mean, no.
I mean, this is the scene that he breaks into the Joker, isn't it? Like he.
I think this
finally
is
lets
right
go.
after he kills the guy
Dancing in the bathroom.
He's dancing around the room. Like,
Yeah, after he kills those 2 guys in the train.
Yeah.
I really like it. There's like no
I know,
other statue that has the same pose, so.
I see it and I laugh. It's hilarious.
That's art, right?
This is the. This
good
is the
likeness.
pose. The. Whoa! Let's not get into it. It's that pose. Like, whoa! Let's take it easy, guys.
That was me for like half an hour today.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was saying take it easy and then they punched him in the face.
This is
It's
me after the show.
It's Joaquin moderating the stream. Beaten and battered. Like, take it easy.
Luke says that's me walking.
Jeez.
Oh man,
That's funny.
bloody nose. Cool piece. A bit torn on the pants. I don't know if I like the fit, but
You said a bit. I thought you said BitTorrent. I was like, what?
oh no, I'm a bit torn.
Got you.
Yeah, and this is their whole lineup right here. You can see Mr. X and some other YouTubers on the side. It's pretty cool. I feel like this is like all last minute, but I feel like we got a lot for just it being a small event like this.
See
What's,
that like robot girl? It's
yeah,
like
what
no one
is-
took pictures of her.
Is that Harley? That
No.
cybernetic Harley or whatever?
No, that's that. You know that line, the TGIF line they have.
Yeah.
It's like the second statue.
I
of the
seen
one.
some pictures, I think, of her. I just didn't know it was Queen that did it.
Nobody's even looking at her in the picture.
That's like where they're all naked, right? Like in those little bikinis.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. They like it's so weird. That looks like quarter scale, and the last one was 1/3. At least they said it was.
The girl?
Yeah, the last girl they did was 1/3.
Man,
You're
look
right,
at
I
the
didn't know
size of Cap, man. Fucking A.
The full scale ones, that's a half scale next to him, right?
Yep, right here. That's half scale.
I can do this all day.
So this was not open to the public. This was a streamer-only event.
I heard they were selling tickets, but I don't know if that was only to streamers. But I know they were selling tickets.
Oh,
I know they were saying some people were invited. I don't, you know.
yeah, I know
You,
that.
you needed to know the right people.
This is funny.
He couldn't go, man. No
He couldn't?
Loki.
Aw. And it's crazy, man. There she is.
Oh wow, that T-Rex is small.
I think it's like 1/16th or
Yeah.
1/18th or something.
Scale shaming again, Eddie. When will it end?
I think the Captain Americas came out good though.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That big enough for you, Eddie?
Wow. Good lord, why did you have to make it
Pause.
sexual?
Remember, size doesn't matter, guys.
Pause.
Size doesn't matter.
And weird thing is like they didn't show these at the at their show, but they showed it on a big
Panel?
screen, I guess, or
Yeah.
panel. Yeah.
Kind of like a con or whatever, how they would
Mhm.
show up. To
You
You
guys
guys
don't
think
think that?
it's
You guys
the
don't
hair
think that
looks
little,
weird?
little babies, little weird?
Oh, I
It's very
I
weird.
think it's
It
weird.
is weird. It is kind of creepy.
It's
I
weird.
think the creepiest part is that they said they're gonna make out of silicone.
Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah. Nobody asked for that, but here we go.
but you can cover it up at least.
I think they should.
Yeah.
I think they should change that. They should put the What was the piece that they put into the thing that gave them information? The little.
The codec.
The codex.
Codex.
Yeah, they should do that.
That's a smart. Yeah, that'd have been tight.
You know, it would be. It's gonna be like a cool thing to show off when people come in your collection. They're gonna look at the Superman, then you'll be like, wait, look at this, look at this. And you need to take it off. Look at this.
Here's infant Superman.
I don't know if
The
that's
codec.
cool or creepy.
Yeah,
Holy
well, it's funny.
crap! Jose is right. It's kind of
The
weird.
uterus. Yeah, Brenton pointed that out one time too.
Mm.
Man, it's kind of weird.
Mm.
Oh, that's the womb, is what you're saying.
Mhm.
Now, if Zod could have went back in time, he probably would.
Oh my god, let's stop.
How do we know
Ah.
Jor-El is his dad?
Oh yeah.
You don't get the powers of your father.
You gotta
Is it
check
Marlon
Google.
Brand? Is it Marlon Brando, or is it the other dad?
I think all Kryptonians have this power.
What do you guys think about the
It's a
hair
joke, man,
though?
But thank you.
His hair looks weird, right?
It does. To me, it does look weird. It doesn't look like Henry Cavill's hair.
It's kind of like same amount of thickness all around. It's weird. Like
Yeah,
even on
Tony
the
Manero.
edges.
Saturday Night Fever here.
He kind of look. Yeah, he kind of like John Travolta slash.
Right, right. Get that
Looks like
Travolta.
He looks like the
Oh,
T100, the T100 also without the skin on the face.
Maybe that's why they didn't bring it. It probably needed to be styled some more.
Well, you know what? They fucked up on the black suit because his hair is supposed to be parted the other way.
He looks like Drake without the mustache.
Jesus.
What?
Wow.
This is for Jarhead right here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this looks interesting.
I like
is-
this one.
Don't these look
Yeah,
like
that's one I like.
anime Hulks to you?
The size to me, that's what I thought about.
You got
Like
a
his,
tiny head.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be
They've-
good.
Yeah.
I like that portrait on that one.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love the portrait. on this.
Kirby.
Yeah, I think once they heard about the legendary Beast Hulk, they got to throw theirs on it.
So the red one, in the overall picture, it just shows the white, but then in the small, it looks like flames. Is it?
Yeah, I'm curious about that because there's like two different
Yeah, I'm
colors.
not a fan of that smoke effect myself on the body, at least.
Mhm.
The,
I
the
like the
fire for him
flames.
would make more sense because that's
Yeah.
part of his power.
Yeah.
I like the red one the best.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
I think I do too.
I kind of like the
I,
gray
I
one.
like the red one's portrait better.
Red and
Like the-
gray.
The green one, just like the head is like
He's got
tiny.
earring. Look,
Yeah,
at
See,
look,
I've-
he's got an earring.
I've seen Hulk versions drawn like by Dale Keown, and like the head is kind of smaller, like that.
Yeah.
But
like
but-
he isn't.
but
This
the Red
big.
Hulk, no, and the Gray Hulk, no. Those heads were more proportional.
But like, I would say even if when like Del Keown like draws him, his body proportions aren't like this massive.
Nah,
He's,
The forearm looks a little fucked up to me.
it does. There's like no space for his bicep. It's like his delts are touching his forearms. Can you see that?
Almost, yeah. There's
Well,
no
you know,
peak.
and the good thing about Queen too that they adjust their statues, you know, to if enough people say something about it, they'll adjust it. So
Or they'll just pretend like it doesn't exist. Like that Spider-Verse statue that like no one has. Like,
well, they fixed
Oh, the
the Hulk
three-piece.
on Throne where the seam line was. They fixed
yeah.
that. You know.
Yeah, these are pretty cool though. Hopefully we hear more soon.
He looks like Popeye, man.
Which one? This one?
Which
With
one?
those big old forearms.
Ah,
Wow, that's pretty
whoa. I didn't whale.
And of course this guy.
Bruh. Can you imagine the boxes for this? Does it even come in a box?
Box.
One,
It comes in a shed.
the shed.
I just figured they shipped it in pieces, like the arm in one box, the leg in one
The
box.
arm,
Ship-
the arm,
shipping
the
container.
foot, bro. The foot is gonna have his own box. I think that.
Well, I
base is
meant
probably
like
gonna be-
the long box
Uh,
that they send like a 1-to-1 Iron Man in. You know?
Yeah.
And it comes in let me say something. This thing is gonna come in about three coffin boxes.
Probably
Yeah,
more if you look at
that's
the
what I'm
torso.
thinking. Like,
And the,
Even
and
more,
the shipping is probably gonna be like 3,000 alone or more. Because
you look at the base.
and I mean, you definitely gonna need a storage unit having a box. Like look at like you said, look at the base, look at the leg, the torso. I'm telling you.
Shit, this might come in one big shipping container. One
it
of those
won't
big.
even fit in anybody's house, dude.
Not Jarhead, but the box that came in my carbonite was huge. So this piece gonna have at least 3 coffin boxes.
Dude,
And
you're gonna
it's-
have to hire contractors to
probably more.
unbox this.
Yeah.
Contractors to set it up for you and unbox.
Did they say how much this was gonna go for?
Speculation.
I heard
right now is-
50K.
Yeah, 50K.
Big
50K?
money.
No,
No.
they haven't said.
They haven't said anything on any of the pieces.
I think about 30K.
Or you could just call Carvana, get whatever car you want, and have it brought to your driveway instead.
Get your,
Yeah,
Mas-
fucking
get, your
absurd.
get your Maserati for that price.
Get
But
you,
this is Queen
get
Studio,
whatever.
guys. They're gonna throw us like a curveball, and it's gonna be cheaper than we expect.
I want to see if Art reviews this. I would love Art to review this.
Damn.
It'll fit in his
Yeah.
gallery there because the ceilings are high enough, right?
And
Does he like
Just gotta
Iron Man
move
that
shit out of the
much?
way.
it would make sense because then he could take the Iron Man and put it in front of it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Got a what's it called? Iron Man transformation.
I'll tell you one thing, this thing will be a hard sell if you want to get rid of it.
Oh, it ain't going anywhere. I'm
And
dying with
yeah,
this.
when you get this, you
Friends and family only.
I think if anyone listed
Local
this and
pickup.
they're trying to sell it, it would take a while to get it out.
Hey, Luke's at it again. Look what Luke said. John, we're gonna need a bigger.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, if you own like a comic book store, this would definitely bring in
Dude,
customers just looking at it.
I don't think comic book stores can afford this.
It's 2.
they couldn't fit it. I've never been in a
3.4
comic store they could fit this
meters.
in there.
Forbidden Planet could fit
Oh,
in any store.
What's 3.4 meters in I guess inches, feet?
Hey Siri, what is 3.4 meters in inches or in feet?
What'd she say?
Hey Siri, what is 3.4 meters in feet?
Siri tossed him the bird.
11.15 feet.
Well, it seems
Damn.
higher than that.
11 feet, man.
Yes, it's practically the height of two guys standing on each other's shoulders.
Well, it depends on the two guys, really.
Well, yeah.
Fuck you, Eddie. He's like,
What did you? I did not say your name, bro. What the fuck?
Human scale shaming now.
Wow.
Forget human trafficking, human scale
Could have
shaming.
been talking about anybody, Steve.
Casual was like, "How dare you?"
So we touched a nerve there. Goodness.
Yo.
And what do you think? What do you think the shipping? How much you think the shipping is going to cost for this?
Are you kidding?
Arm and a
I
leg.
could.
I said 3
badum,
coffin
badum,
boxes.
literally. I'm gonna say more than probably $3 because if you figure like a coffin box would be just for one leg, you're going by the scale of that guy.
I think it'll be a
So
coffin box
for
for half of a leg. Because look how
but
tall.
yeah, well, without the base, so move the body up to compensate for the base, and I'd say, it's going to be like one crate for each leg, one crate for each arm, and then one of them big Thanos style boxes just for his torso. So
And
I'd
then
say
and then
easily 5,
and then the base.
and then the base. There you go.
And then you got add on taxes including that too.
Oh,
I wonder if the base will be 2 pieces.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
exactly.
2 years rent.
I don't think we're gonna see the people that buy this.
They're not on this.
If they show it on YouTube, they're in Asia. I don't think I know any like American streamers that would spend the money on this. I don't know if anyone that I see that like that might be rich enough to afford this likes Iron Man enough to spend the money on this.
Robert Downey.
I hope is on Dr. Mike. I think he might get this. I like.
Yeah, but is this ceiling? Is this ceiling could fit this though? And then you got to get up the stairs. Can his ceilings fit?
Oh
that?
no.
I
don't think so.
If you buy this, you need to hire contractors to like unbox it for you. You're gonna have to go.
Hey, you're not doing a live unboxing of this.
Wow,
shit.
what do you guys think of this? D-Rock says these will be sold out next week just for clout. Wow.
That's cap.
I don't know, man.
Some people do it, but it depends on
I mean, if they can afford it.
Oh shit! Imagine if they made it so you could enter the mech.
Now check this out. What if somebody decides to give this to you? What would you do then?
I think you'd have
You
to
have to
pay
pay
taxes
shipping?
on that. Shipping? They probably have to pay like taxes on that or something. I don't think they can just gift you something this expensive, can they? Can someone do that?
You're telling. I was worried when John said I had to pay shipping if I win the LBS store, and you're talking about this.
I'm sitting there talking as I'm
Take it back. I'll have to sign a blood oath.
Oh, so that's another thing too. If you're like importing something that's probably going to be this expensive, I think you also probably got to pay import taxes.
Can you imagine the? What is it?
Nine-
They
Nice.
customs? Could you imagine customs? They're gonna be pissed at you. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
So now it went from $5,000 to now it was probably what 7, 8,
Yeah.
8,000.
You know what? Yeah, well, if they were smart,
It's
what you do is
immaterial.
you sell it in pieces. That way you avoid the taxes. Get half the get the shin for a certain amount and declare it a certain value. Get the other shin a certain amount. Declare the value.
They're all just like add-ons that you
Yeah,
can
well.
purchase separately.
Exactly.
If you got this much money for this kind of toy, you don't give a
We were
fuck
all
about what it costs.
remember when we were all talking about the Maestro, and now you got this.
I know, right?
Look, it makes the Maestro look like nothing now.
We're crazy, man.
Rashid's wondering what room he can put it in.
Oh man.
So I can't even mess with that lane, bro. I'm not even,
Well, you got one foot in the door with that solo.
but I'm not an Iron Man fan like that. So nah.
That's another thing,
Oh.
man.
I want
Quarter
all
scale.
3 of these,
Normally,
man.
quarter scale
all
for the
3 of
peasants. Here's some peasant.
yeah,
raises.
yeah. I'll take this. I'll take the
Can someone tell me the
scraps.
difference between these suits? I can't even tell.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the same suit. Oh, it's the same suit. Okay, because
Yeah,
like
they're
I
all
was
Mark IIIs.
Mm.
I love all of them.
I think if they make the Mark 1, that's going to sell out quick. The Mark 1.
Like a life size?
Yeah.
They should stop making Iron Man statues.
Not after the Mark III, yes.
They should stop.
Oh man.
Oh, Sam.
Pays the
They
rent.
they should stop milking the cow.
Pays the rent.
Nah,
Sam is funny.
Iron Man sells, man. Like
It takes
230.
230 batteries.
or one battery from a truck.
But imagine question: Didn't Sideshow come? Did Sideshow make a life size Iron
Yeah.
Iron Man statue.
I thought they did the bust. That's all they did. I
They
think.
didn't do the life size body. I thought
I
they
don't.
did. What
I
it
thought
was?
they did
It was
too.
a company that made a life size Iron Man. I don't know. I forgot it was a company that made a life size Iron Man.
I thought it was Queen. That's it.
Yeah, it's only Queen that I didn't think of. Maybe Infinity.
Maybe Infinity.
Man, this guy is crazy. I know you guys know this guy, Ronnie Stark.
Ronnie Stark. Now, this is a guy that loves Iron Man enough that I can imagine him buying like that piece.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
'cause
yes, he got number Iron Man statues.
Everything.
yeah,
He
his
has
name
everything.
is Ronnie Stark on Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, do you guys like this statue or the XM one better?
I like this
I-
one.
Mm, I
Is
need-
that Rashid that said that?
Yeah, I said it.
Wow. I would have never thought to hear that from you.
'Cause I'm not really crazy about the XM Hulkbuster, but I like this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the XM one, to be honest.
I like them both. I don't know if I could. If I pick one, I'm a movie guy, so I have to pick the movie one. But I really love the XM one too.
What about War Machine compared to the XM one?
I think that one's
I like the
piece of shit. So
the XM Hulkbuster more than the War Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
War Machine, look, I guess because it has all the weapons on it. Like,
I don't know. To me, it's too much.
yeah, that's what I think too.
Oh, and Sam posted these. He moved his statues to another room. Sam, it's a bad idea. Just to give you a heads up. You're gonna start spreading your statues to other rooms. It's gonna go. We got some badass pieces in here. Look at the detail on this gun, man. I was like,
I like that cable.
Me too.
Out of all the cables I've seen, I think that's the best one.
Wow, all of them.
In my opinion.
Hope or no hope?
Hope.
I would go with the Hope. Just because.
Hey, go back to this gun. Like, go
No,
to the
no,
previous
no,
picture.
don't bring it up, Buck. What are you gonna talk?
Let's stop. Forget about it.
Were you gonna say the forearm too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Forearm looks too fucking big.
that's the last one for tonight, you guys. We survived. We're still friends, right?
Barely.
We're still friends.
We
Oh,
barely.
absolutely. That's what makes it fun.
I'm not
Where's-
prepared for
where's
this
John?
stream.
Where's
Yeah.
John?
There was a lot of war. There was a lot of war today, man. A lot of war.
Nah, man, we're still good though.
It looks like a Nerf gun. It does look like a Nerf gun.
Jarhead, man. You hanging in there, man?
I'm good.
You good? Ah, that's funny, man. Matt,
Gun
man.
had,
What's up?
I was gonna say the gun had like a magazine at the back, but like the magazine was also the handle, and then like the grip, and then it also had like a drum barrel like for ammo.
Buck,
And-
it's a future gun. It's a
Right.
future gun.
and,
You know how
and
stuff
then
works in the future?
and then the cylinder with like coils, like it's like a real gun. I was like, what's going on?
It's a future gun, all right?
For one, how dare you?
Matt, how about you, man? You got anything coming in anytime soon? He's still laughing.
Matt's muted.
He's muted.
Having a ball.
Just, let's go back and check his back muscles.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah. I was talking to Buck about the future gun, which was not right. So, no, man, nothing. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but nothing immediate. Nothing immediate. Nothing I don't have any updates on. So, I'm not.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
How about you, Eddie?
No, I'm waiting on pre-orders, man. I was gonna buy something yesterday that a waitlist converted on, and I didn't want to spend the money, so I sent it to Buck, hoping that he would. You send shit to Buck because you don't want to spend money, and then he's like, "Oh, I think it's great. You should get it." And I was like, "What the?" What the fuck? That's not
So
what.
if you
Backfire.
guys, I'll tell you this, right? You gotta have to tell me. You gotta ask me.
I'm just kidding,
Is
man.
it?
I want your honest opinion.
Is it an open?
It's
No,
just-
it's not about honest opinion. It's like you have to phrase it the right way, right? Would I buy it? No. And that's the if that's what you're asking me. Because a lot of times when
Yeah,
people
but would
ask
you buy it?
ask-
Yeah, but
ask
what
you
I
about
sent
a
you, you don't
statue,
care for the character, so that you wouldn't buy it because you don't care for the character.
You know, that character doesn't mean so much to me when I'm buying a statue. Like if it looks like good art, like it's good art, you know.
Well, but no, I got nothing. Buck told me to buy it, and I ignored him because I didn't have money.
We're working on that. We're working on that. We're working on that.
It's a good relationship you guys have. You ask for his input, you fucking ignore it. It's
Exactly.
great.
I
love
appreciate
it.
Buck's input.
It's almost a marriage.
How about you, Rashid? You got anything coming?
As I'm counting down the end of the game, I may win a Swamp Thing. Prime
Exxon?
thing. Nah, the Prime one. I think that's the best Swamp Thing.
I like
Nice
Dang.
piece.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, I missed out on the DX is already on waitlist, so there was somebody on eBay selling it, but now he disappeared, and everybody's selling this from China. I'm not messing with that, so just spread, you know. But yeah, that's about it. And I'm still working on the Boba Fett. That's about it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Life size, man.
Yeah, but that's it though. Just them two, and that it's a wrap. I'll just sit here and watch you guys spend your money, and that's it.
I don't believe you, Rashid.
Rashid's gonna come out of retirement and go like, "This is how it's done, boys."
Nah, I'm telling you, man. When you got to use a second room, and then you got to pay. You got to remember, and then you got to pay for storage unit. I got to pay for another storage unit. I mean, storage unit, mortgage, buying statues, traveling, go to California. That all costs money.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you this, man.
And there people don't smoke crack like that no more. So it's not like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
I know they exist, right?
Mhm.
But I've never seen someone who's actually retired.
I
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
I've met people in this game that said they just see what they did. They stopped. They left the groups, period, so they could retire.
You'd have to leave the group.
Yeah, I met a lot of people that
kind of retired.
They was in the group and they just said
He's still collecting. He still got POs. Everybody always said they retired. They got POs.
No,
I don't think Thor
I know
has
people
POs.
that just left the group.
Are you sure?
They sold
He has
all
that like Vader in the chamber.
They
the
sold
thing?
all. They sold all their
I
stuff.
don't know
he
that
has
that's
POs.
getting made.
If you look at my
Oh, it's
man, make my Marvel, he sold all his statues except for like 4 or 5, and he doesn't even come on channels no more. He's done. Once in a blue, he'll pop on.
Did Ryan
It's hard.
retire?
It's hard not to be tempted.
Did
Yeah,
Ryan
that's
retire?
why you gotta leave the groups.
Yeah,
you gotta leave the groups. Unfortunately,
All of them, they're lying, man. They're acting like they're going to their AA meetings, but they're not. Behind the scene, they're shooting up.
what saves me money is the more they talk about Queen Studio and silicone and movie, that helps me not spend no money. When I see everybody spending 30-some hundred on a third scale statue, I sit back, I watch these videos and I'm like, wow, I'm not spending any money. All these, so the more the less comic book and the more movie statues come out, and everybody's going crazy for this, it makes me save money.
Says the guy with the life-size carbonate statue.
except for
movie piece.
Except for Star Wars.
Movie piece. Life size.
Except for Star Wars. Except for Star Wars and horror.
The retirees always got like 3-4 pieces left on the PO list. Always. I don't know. Like a Mark.
When you think
Mark
about it,
Bukes.
right?
He's like the fighter with one more fight in him.
Right. That's and guess what? The fighter come back.
Farewell tour.
He gets his ass. He
Gets his ass kicked. Yeah.
And he said, "You know what? I'm leaving the game." So.
That's funny. How about you, Pudgy?
Thankfully, I'm one of those collectors who got a notice from Sideshow that a couple of his pieces are back ordered and pushed back a few months, and I'm ecstatic. Because because I just dropped the equivalent of a Prime 1/3 on tires for my vehicles. So I'm very happy. Take your time, Sideshow. Take your time. Do it right. Get to me in 6 months. So everything's good.
It's funny that you say that. Like we like eyed the price on tires. You know, it's 800,
Yeah.
$1,000, 2,000. You're like, nah, that's too much money. But
I'm like, that was Batman versus Superman, 1/3 scale.
Damn, man. So what was the piece that got delayed? The pieces.
The next wave of the Planet Hulk.
Ah, that's
the
a good one.
The quarter scale.
Yeah.
Hulk Gladiator
Bang it up.
Hulk. And some tweeter head pieces.
Nice.
And Buck Fangs, how about you, man?
Man, recently I've had too much free time, so I was looking at statues online. I just kept on adding stuff, and then I PO'd stuff like over the last few days, and then I also got like I had to pay like the balance on the statue. It was like $1,000 for a Dragon Ball piece, and then I'm expecting the shipping notice for that piece is going to be shipped soon, and then so is Harley, J&D. I was gonna send it to someone, but you know, I like when I talked to them about it, I just like I don't want to be a burden because it didn't seem like they I don't want to be a burden, so I'm just like nah, you know what, I'm not sending it to anyone again. What I'm gonna do is there's like a mail forwarding service in Oregon, the state. I'm gonna send my pieces there. And when I get back to it's in Portland specifically. So when I get back to Washington, I could just drive like 2 hours to Portland, and then I can pick up my statues and at least the pre-orders and go back to Washington.
I told you you could use my storage.
Yo, Jarhead, I believe you, and I'm sure I could do that. But it wasn't even you I was talking about. It's like, but like the thing is, if I ship it here to Texas, then I got to ship it back to Washington. Wherever I'm going next, I got to ship it there too. So that's the thing I kind of want to avoid. But like last resort, I might ship it to you. Yeah, so you don't know. You might just hear from me.
That way you can open it and make sure everything, all the pieces are good.
That's true as well. If there's damage and I leave it, like by the time I get back, it might just be like, nah, too bad.
It's air conditioned and everything.
So how many? Let's just get Jarhead to commit live, guys.
No,
how many?
We'll talk about it after.
How many boxes can I put in storage?
Nah,
I get paid in steaks.
I was thinking that. I was like,
oh man.
Nah, but you guys, thanks again, man. Like I know this was a heavy one, but it was fun. Yeah, it was
good.
I gotta see the replay. But I had a great time, and hope to see you guys again soon, and hopefully Saturday, you know. But we'll see. Everyone have a great night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Good night.